Ooh, woo.
Woo.
Wow.
Woo.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody. It's time to party.
Welcome.
Hi.
This
Hi,
is
guys.
officially session 39, aka 1 year of Patria. Or this is the last session of the first year. You know, technically next session in the new year would be the 1 year anniversary, so to speak.
Well, 40 sessions.
40 sessions, honestly, that's 3 a month. That's pretty standard for us, actually. I think we did pretty good,
guys.
I think we did pretty good. So yeah, before we jump into recap, presented by Bubbly, right in the middle. No, this way, yeah, over here in the middle. Just want to thank everyone for tuning in, especially those who have been super active in chat and kind of hanging out with us and always memeing with us before the session starts, all that fun stuff. And then, of course, to our fantastic players who show up almost every session ready to go. And it's been a fun year. We're only level 6, which if you do the math means we've got, I don't know, like two maybe 3 years left in this campaign, unless I TPK the party this session, which we'll find out. But yeah, I just want to take a second to thank everyone and to give everyone a heads up, and then we'll talk about it at the end of the session. The next session will be in 3 weeks, unfortunately, so that's January 8th, 2024, which is disgusting to say out loud. We'll be taking 2 full weeks off for the holiday break. Honestly, mostly just because of the way it lines up. Next Monday is Christmas. The Monday after that is New Year's Day, so it's just going to be a little bit too hectic to put together a couple-hour show. So we will be back January 8th for session 40. Of
It's a lot of
numbers.
Patria.
Session 40.
40 on the 8th, which is
40.
basically a year to the day because we started January 9th, 23. So, all right, Bubbly, session 39. Bring us back. Give us a recap of session 38, now titled Hurt, which I'm sure everyone can agree is a legitimately good name for everything that went on.
Yes. Got a little hurt.
Everyone got a little bit of hurt. All right.
A lot of hurt.
Yeah.
Bring us home, Bubbly.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're all home right now, but that's fine. Anyways, what?
Prove it.
Okay,
Prove
it. You can't prove shit.
It's a fake background.
Yeah, can you show us the fake closet that doesn't exist, Mac?
Yeah, hold on.
It's just a green screen.
Just walking in, it's just like, I'm sorry, you're done.
Be so great. All right.
Yeah,
Bring us in.
Okay. So, previously on Patria, well, the day has finally come. Big Ooze fight time. And do you guys hear that?
I can't.
Oh my god.
I can't hear
Do you
anything.
not hear that?
I can kind of. Oh, just keep talking and we can hear
I can only hear when Bubbly's talking. It's so funny.
Oh my god, can you guys hear that?
Yes, we can
that's
hear
the sound
that.
of jingle bells.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
What? Jingle bells?
Jingle bells?
What do you mean? I need this first. Wait a minute.
Oh, your noise gate is so good.
Hold on.
Who is that?
It's on its
Who's
way.
that?
Who's
Wow.
that?
Who's
Jingle
that?
bells? I hardly
Where'd the glasses come from?
Like, just
Wow.
hold on.
Completely different person.
Hold on. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm holding. I'm holding. Whoa.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Oh.
Santa.
Oh. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Or Hanukkah for some of you children out there. Now, I don't know about you folks, but I believe I have a naughty or nice list to go through.
Uh-oh.
It is a long list. folks.
It's just toilet paper.
Let's see. Let's see. We got Tyler, Kim, well, all right there. I don't know if you see
Actually,
it.
his names. That's so good.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, but that's not who we're going to talk about today. No, it is. These lovely folks right here, the lost and found. Oh, Soren, you're doing better. You were over
Sorry,
here
Aunt.
earlier, but now you're kind of in the nice list.
I love it.
This is great, guys. I will take over for Bubbly. She's all feeling a little down.
Yo,
but
we get to
that's
play with
okay.
Santa.
Oh, don't say it like that, Tyler. But that's okay, storyteller. I knew what you meant. All right.
Saying I think you need to be on the naughty list.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell that to Mrs. Claus. Anyways.
Oh my god.
This wasn't my plan. Anyways, I don't know how you guys with glasses do this. Feels weird. I will put myself in the
You guys with glasses.
You're also,
Yeah, you know who you are.
You know who you are out there.
You're not actual
Anyways.
frames.
All right, guys.
It's a new style.
So here's what I gotta do. All right.
They are pipe
Wow,
cleaners. I
the
didn't
outfit
realize
is
it was
killer.
literally
Let me
so
just
good.
adjust
It's
my
killer.
forehead, see my eyebrows. Oh, I have some. Great. Now, the story begins 2 weeks ago. Some sister of Al shoots Niall right in the chest. My God, who does that? Anyways, she goes on the naughty list, because what sister does that? I can't believe it. Well, then that started the big boss fight, which, by the way, kudos for the Lost and Found for doing their first boss battle. Good for them. Points for them. I almost said points for Gryffindor. Points for them for getting that far. Alright, so here's what happened. Ooze went down a couple times. Good job, guys, good job. Oh, Niall recently then discovered that the ooze is powered by these weird, strange, magical pillars. I sound like a... Anyways, and so points for Niall for that. On the nice list, okay. But it was mainly Nico that took down the pillar. Oh, good job, Nico! You're on the nice list. Excellent job. Nope, that's Debbie. I'm looking for Nico. Oh, there she is. Okay, now let's see what else we got here. Ooze went down again. Niall got freaky. Okay, Niall, that's a little weird. I'm gonna scoot you over for a second. Moss, you did an excellent job of keeping that Reaper controlled. Ooh, that sounded weirder when okay. Anyways, you kept that Reaper in control. Good for you. Looking out for your friends. You kind of spooked me for a second. I thought you were gonna go on the naughty list. Oh, good job, Moss. Oh, what's this? Niall's looking out for Aqua. Good job. It says Aqua might die if the ooze dies. Is that I did read earlier, though, that Niall was acting a little fishy about don't kill the ooze. You got neutral points, Niall. I'm not gonna lie. Come on. All right. Oh, more points to Moss. Good job, Moss. You held Niall down. Good job. Because Niall was acting a little Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. So we just want to make sure that's all nice and controlled. Oh, but then you did an insight, and apparently Niall was telling the truth. Oh, well. Good job, Moss. Good job. All right.
Let's go.
Now, let's see. Amon. Amon. Not only were you a good wizard boy, staying alive the whole time and not getting hit, which, by the way, Aqua's a little salty about it, but we'll discuss about that later. Amon, good job with telling Reaper Moss to put down Niall. Because you can
down, you say?
Down. Yeah, like or unhold person. That's what it is. Because you did state he only gets one shot. Good for you, Amon. Good for you. Okay, all right. Oh, Aqua, that rascal. She apparently, I don't know. This seems like neutral points. She threw a blob of water at Niall to smack some sense into him. but also healed him at the same time. Aqua, just because you're bubbly doesn't mean you're good. I'm gonna minus the points on that one. All right. Oh, look at this. Kuno, the purest of all boys. That sounded weird, but I'll stick to it. Oh, Kuno, my lad, you did a great job. You may have fainted a couple times, but that's okay. You ran around that battlefield many times and you did great. There was actually maybe one point in time where you literally just only ran. You didn't really do much else, but that's okay. Good job, boy. Good job. Oh, and we can't forget Soren. We can't forget you.
Soren.
Oh my goodness. Soren, you did great trying to heal everyone.
Trying.
This part isn't your fault, Soren, but it looks like you got charmed at one point. And now you can't tell who's friend or foe. And that part wasn't resolved last session, so that's not good. But that's not on you. And you know what, Soren? You're also a good boy. You won't admit it. You won't tell us so. But you are. And I only know that because not only do I see you when you're sleeping or when you're awake, I saw you helping Aqua that one time.
One time.
One time.
You're doing good. That's why you're moving up into the nice list, not in the naughty anymore. What else we got here? Oh, Niles touching some ooze again. I tell you, I think that kid ate too much sand when he was younger. Stop touching the ooze. I know you tried to take out your sister Elle, and every time you did, you got her jaw and you kind of saw her face. And then Aqua got the idea and tried to take her out, and she did. But literally took her out. You only took out a face. Again, you're a really weird kid, but that's okay. You're still a good kid. Anyways.
Forget about the hospital. You're a great kid.
It wasn't your fault. Plus, I bet those kids were evil. You never know.
Santa.
Anyways.
You sure you're...
I'm Fred Claus. I'm not Kris Kringle. Anyways. So then finally, after 5th attempts, this is number 6 attempt of Niall touching the ooze. My dude, you gotta find a different hobby. After touching that ooze for the 6th time, 5 times talking to the inner demon of him to be like, hey man, can you help me out? I wanna get my sister out. You finally did it without the demon's help. You finally grabbed your sister, and then all of a sudden, I bet you became the ooze now because you went like, I'm now in control. And then you started freeing people. What a good boy. That's like A+ stars right there. Freeing the people. Oh my god, something's tickling my nose. But then how it ended, which folks, I'm not okay with. A dark shadowy arm stops Niall before finishing his way of tethering people off and freeing them. The shadowy person goes, not yet. And then that's how the session ends. Oh. I don't know why I turned into a skater dude all of a sudden, but that's me checking my list twice and making sure people are naughty and nice and making sure they're not getting that coal or getting good toys, or in this case, good dice rolls, so then we don't lose friends. Oh. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, folks.
Thank you, Santa.
That was incredible.
Guys, do you like how much effort I put into this?
Yes,
that's
there's
beautiful.
so many names on the list.
It's glorious.
Yeah.
It's great.
Good.
It's so good.
Thank you, Fred Meyer Claus.
Yes, you're welcome.
Do we get good dice rolls because we're on the nice list?
I
hope
think
so.
so. I hope
get
so.
net
That
20s?
makes my dice rolls good. Let's find out.
No, you gotta guarantee it.
It will.
Yay. That's gonna be our Christmas present, Santa.
Here.
All
I
right,
got
but
above a 10.
definitively, who was on the naughty list and who was on the nice list at the very end? Definitively.
Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know where I was.
Bubble, you're back.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
Santa's
Whoa,
gone.
look at that.
Santa's
Did I miss something?
Yeah,
I
there was like
really,
Santa
really
like
like-
possessed your body.
that Santa has
Whoa.
quite
Wow.
cleaner
Really?
glasses.
You were possessed by the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
Oh my gosh, it's a Christmas miracle. I have that much Christmas
wow.
cheer
Or
in
a
me.
Christmas night.
You really believe?
Oh, Christmas night.
I believe.
Magic is real.
Yeah, we might need
Oh.
The stronger you believe, the
if you
better
keep
your
getting
Christmas
possessed
will
by
be.
Santa, you might need to call an
We're
exorcist.
we're gonna have to call the SCP Foundation to take Santa in.
I mean, as long as it's not like
Fred
Trumpist.
Claus.
As
We
long
draw
as
the
it's not
line at
Trumpist
It's
or
possession.
Santa
Belschnickel's
Claus.
personal style.
It's Belschnickel.
All right. All right. That
Yeah, we're
is
supposed to
really
be
good.
sad.
Oh. Yeah, everyone
By the
start
way,
crying,
that's why I
please.
didn't send you a recap because I'm like, I can't. It's gonna spoil it. I want it all a surprise.
It's so good. Okay. Session 39. As Santa Claus reminded us, the very end of last session, Niall, looking around the room, watching the faces on the pillars disappear, seeing the subtle relief in Aqua's eyes as that little nuggety worm worming around her brain died or dissipated. But before you could finish, a familiar voice coming not in your head anymore. Coming like a voice over your shoulder. In the corner of every room that you've walked through. In every shadow that you see. No longer as scary as he once was, having named the beast Egthron. He reached out and grabbed your hand. That was, to put it bluntly, symbolically waving off the influence of the collective that you now are. He grabs your wrist. Not all of them.
What?
You seem to be calling a lot of favors lately, Nilayan. A lot of, what is that term you mortals use? A lot of blank checks you've written.
It's a
You're
check.
here to cash in.
What do you want?
Well, and the voice disappears, and instead of being told or shown, you feel it. You feel that connection you have to, at this point, no more than a few hundred lives. And you feel a pull on about 30 of them. Like a marionette string. 30 of them in this vision, in this field of people that now are you, are part of the collective, these tethers you've been cutting. About 2 to 3 dozen of them now seem to stand out. Do you remember what I told you back in Salt Creek? What you learned about me? Do you remember? The reason I have you killing. The list of targets.
Preparing for some sort of war.
Preparing is maybe not the correct term. You see, the war has already happened, from my perspective. But I didn't win. And you are helping to change that outcome. You are removing obstacles for me. That is the deal you signed. I am offering an opportunity. Not that you have a choice. These 30, I don't need you to kill them. I need you to hand them over to me.
What are you going to do with them?
Well, best way I can describe it without giving you more information than you deserve is what you've been doing thus far is removing numbers from my enemy. And in this case, you'd be getting rid of one from them and adding to mine, doubling the effect. They would lose a potential ally in the future, and I would gain one as well. Your friends don't have to know. And you look around and they're all frozen in time.
I don't know why you bother wording things as if it's a choice. If there's no choice to begin with.
Well, that is the first part. The second is you must take this. And this arm over your shoulder kind of wraps around in front of you, and in his hand you see a dagger. No more than 8 inches long, much smaller than the blade of Calcian dagger that Kuno wields. It looks a little something like this. Oh no, hopefully the green screen doesn't need it. I will also send a photo. But it is a red-tipped dagger wreathed in spinning metal. And he holds it out in front of you.
I'm gonna slowly take hold of it. What is this?
He taps the tip of the blade, and in a moment where usually you would require a bit of study, you become attuned to this weapon. And I'm going to send you what it does.
Oh, boy.
And I do not recommend you read it out loud.
Nah, do it. Do it. Do it.
Do what you want.
Like,
But you really, really want.
Tell us.
Reno, share the link on Discord.
I will post the photo for you guys to all see. Hold on.
Thank you. I'd like to print it.
Let's see. I just want to watch Club read it.
This read is brought to you by the Naughty or Nice list. Are you gonna be on that list?
Oh no. It functions the same as Niall's gun, where if you miss, it just hits someone.
Oh my god, Niall's eyes! They widen! Oh no! Oh no!
They're getting larger and larger.
Every time you miss a shot, it shoots someone you care about.
You have to pay it in blood from someone you love.
This is fine. This is great.
No, Bear, picture your pictures.
The person who
every time you miss, it goes
the person who holds
right in the
the
throat.
All it
Niall,
says is the person who
blink
holds his
3
dagger.
times if you want us to old yeller.
Yeah, so you get
30
that.
seconds.
And he looks at you as you kind of, you know, similar to Club in real life, Niall kind of shudders a little bit. Sorry, I'm cropping out the name of the dagger.
It's called the dagger of everyone's gonna die.
The dagger of these nuts.
It's the dagger of Niall.
Damn.
But as Niall, you know, learns what this weapon does, you feel a smirk as you're not seeing his face, but you feel like almost like a laughter on the air. Don't worry. That's just in case. You keep up your end of the deal, and we're good.
I guess you really are stronger.
You feel the being kind of fade. And time begins, and everyone around you comes back into motion. You guys stand, I believe, in front of the corpse. I think you guys are all just kind of around it, and Niall is standing in the middle of this ooze pile that has, for the most part, seemingly been absorbed into Niall.
That's gross.
Yes, it is.
Isn't it? No one's down, right? Everyone's up.
Yeah, everyone's up.
Barely.
Barely,
The
but
boogie on
alive. Yeah,
down? Oh,
Everyone's
yeah.
up.
everyone's up.
I don't know what I'm.
Nico,
El
you might want to
Riley
watch
is-
the lightning bolts just a little bit. That's two of us now.
Sometimes you have to, you know, take a calculated risk.
Was it calculated?
You know, there's only so many equations
you're
you can write
saying
in
In
several
both
seconds.
situations, you calculated the risk of killing your party member over what was the Sorry, I wasn't actually that upset about it before, but now I just a little bit.
No, yes, no, of course. It's horrible. No, shouldn't hit anybody, you know. But there's the large, horrible monster creature on one hand, and then someone who just needs their heart rhythm reset on the other. Perfectly fine. No one died,
Not yet.
and we're still alive now. And the
Right.
creature's not.
I'm just gonna give up trying to explain ethics at this point.
Hey, Niall, you want to step out of the ooze?
Yeah, Niall, maybe
Take a breathe.
that's
Niall?
Yeah. He just slowly steps out.
now you've let everyone go, yeah?
I have.
Was that what you did? Was that what you were doing?
Did you let Aqua go?
Oh, good
I did.
point. Yeah.
You're free now, Aqua.
Yay.
All the faces?
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, my javelins came back down.
Hey, good job.
You just hear clattering on the ground.
Two wooden javelins fall from the ceiling. Oh, sick.
Are all the people still alive who were in those pillars?
Oh my god, we should
Like,
go
we had-
upstairs.
We had to
Yeah.
damage
I
those
think
pillars.
there's a lot of confused people waiting for us upstairs.
Oh my god, yeah, their memory came back. Maybe.
Provided they
Wait,
survived.
where's
Can
your
I-
sister?
Is Elle still?
Yeah, Elle is like at Aqua's feet, unconscious right now.
Oh,
I literally
gonna-
asked, where's her sister?
You step on her hand. Where is she?
And I just hear because I
I'll
slept on her chest.
reach down and just try and hoist her up. Not that strong, but you know, the power of familial love.
I'll lift up too.
dad strength.
What does the pool look like?
The pool that's kind of like around the fountain edge.
Yeah, the
It is still kind of that murky ink liquid.
Are Are there people
You
reaching
do-
out?
No,
Oh.
they have stopped.
The good
You
people
do,
are
however,
gone.
see that the threads of like fleshy ooze tethers that were on the ground everywhere appear to start lighting up and are kind of wreathed around Nile.
Like, so they're going from the pool to Nile, and they're wreathed around him.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, Nile, you... sorry, I forgot to do this in between sessions.
Oh.
Oh! You heal 43 hit points.
Yippee!
Just suckling some life force over there.
I really don't like when you say it like that.
But it's
you
true.
suckling some life? Maybe?
Niall, do you feel any sudden urges to collect people?
That's a fair question.
No.
Any urges to consume people and turn them into ooze?
No.
Can
Do
you
we believe Niall?
explain what's happening at your feet?
No.
Fair enough.
I'm in Reaper form again, right? Yeah.
I think you still are, yeah.
What is Niall's aura?
It's weird. It's not quite the same blue muddiness that you saw with the preacher and the people who had clearly been oogly booglied. But it's not fully Niall's original aura. It seems to be still in flux. Still being determined.
Stay on your guard, Niall. I don't feel your struggle is quite over yet.
It's never over.
Sounds like a fortune cookie.
Amen.
I mean, what other way do you want me to put it?
No,
The
that's
glue's
such
going in.
a Moss moment. That's so good. Moss is gonna invent the Fey fortune cookies, guaranteed.
They're fortunes, but they're actually just insightful comments on.
They're just like
He's
common
just really
sense.
good at reading people, yeah. Honestly, kind of like horoscopes, right? You're just like, this applies to enough people that they'll think this is true.
Yeah.
Niall, you step out of the ooze towards your sister. You sit her up. She is unconscious, so she kind of like leans back, kind of on Aqua's shins. Aqua's just kind of like propping her up a little bit. She does appear to be breathing.
Helping.
I only hope that you don't hate me after this.
Why would she hate you?
She wanted to continue.
Huh?
She wanted to continue collecting.
Why?
She thinks this is the only way to fight and stop people from dying.
Ooh. That's not healthy.
You can leave.
That's a novel way of doing it, I suppose.
Are there any more? L was the only body.
That was pulled out, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Are
Should
we? Go ahead, Aqua. Sorry.
No, you go ahead, Soren.
I was just asking if like are we done here?
If it helps, apparently we're on the same wavelength, and I was going to ask the same thing, but in a different way.
Yeah. Are we done here?
Yeah.
Yep.
We are.
Right.
What
Now-
happens to the collective if you took control? Like, if you leave, are you trapped here?
I hope not.
Just experimented after sleeping.
I think the collective is you now, so it is where you are. Maybe.
You're gonna keep reaping people wherever we go?
No, that's Moss's job.
Or collect.
Good, sounds fun.
Too many. What, are you going to keep adding to yourself and absorbing people if we leave here?
I don't want to, no.
Do we believe Niall?
Make an insight check.
I think as of right now, Niall is fine.
But for now.
For now. Right now. Yeah.
What'd you get?
8.
8.
We'll deal
Niall's
with them.
kind of still in shock right now. It's not that you're failing the role. It's more like you don't know if he knows because of everything that just happened.
Right.
We'll deal with him when the time comes. And if they don't prove to not be a problem, then they aren't a problem. Simple as that, right now?
Yeah.
You hesitated, though.
I said a while ago, back when I first attacked Amon, you can kill me. I wasn't bluffing.
Aqua, make a perception check.
Ooh. Oh, my dice aren't even ready. 1 second.
Damn.
Sorry. I was
Unbelievable.
Santa messed with your dice. That's what.
Yeah.
Blame it on.
But
I saw
yeah.
Santa. I saw that.
It wasn't Santa. It was Fred.
Oh yeah, Fred Claus. Okay.
Fred Claus.
All right.
Santa's just a moniker. They have a different. Every clause has a different first name. They're all by Santa.
Well, actually, have you seen the movie Fred Claus? It is a thing.
Yeah, I've seen Fred Claus.
I got. Wait, what'd you say? Perception.
Yeah.
I got a dirty 26.
A filthy 26. Niall is. Oh, sorry. I actually should have checked something else. Hold on.
Okay.
Niall is.
A little spooked.
Niall is.
Hiding his new toys.
Suddenly, you
Don't
can't
dare say
see the top of Niall's head anymore.
I knew it. He grew.
Niall's about 3 or 4 inches taller out of nowhere.
Not wearing heels.
Wedges.
Oh, they're standing on the surface though.
Military standard wedges.
Military standard stilettos.
Yeah.
I'm going to obnoxiously look at his feet and his whole body and just like
Still kind of like thin, you know. Niall's always been a little scrawny, less of a brawler and more of a shooter. But Niall is
22.
taller.
No, I got that 22-year-old growth strip.
Yeah, that late age.
It's finally kicked in.
It ain't real. It ain't real.
Nick,
Niall,
yours just hasn't started yet.
Your height, by the way.
You haven't told you turned 23.
Hey, Niall. Are you feeling any pain?
No.
Okay. Straight up, just look dead straight at me.
Straight up.
And does what do you notice?
Now, if you want to make a perception check, you're
Yeah,
still
make
like
a perception
recovering from shock.
Can I make a perception check to
What's
see
happened?
if Can I make a perception check to see if Bubbly got smaller?
Aqua just went, "Ew."
Yeah.
I got a 13.
13. You're looking like directly at Aqua's eyes. You're not looking up at all.
What the fuck?
Because like you would notice a height change of 4 to 5 inches. You would feel
Right?
weird. Yeah.
How's it? Oh,
Too much
guess I-
booze?
got my wish.
Yeah, that was your wish? I thought I was your wish.
Well, I wanted to be taller at some point, but
Some point.
not like this.
How do elves grow? Isn't it just normal, or does it like take time, or is it because like you're half an elf? Wait, are you half? You are a half elf.
I'm half, yes.
Wait, is your mom? I don't remember. Is your
How do
mom human, or is your
elves
My
dad?
grow?
dad's the elf.
Is the craziest
Oh,
shit Aqua has
I wasn't
ever
paying
said.
attention. Wait.
Amon from the top of the stairs is like tapping his foot, and he is like, "Are we leaving, or
Yeah,
are
Soren
we
would've-
just having a picnic down here?"
Yeah, Soren would have started like after he asked, "Are we done here?" And then
You
Mel said,
didn't want to
yeah.
eat the ooze?
He left. He like
No, I'm not going
into his butt.
It's
What happens-
about
what happens-
that time that, especially the ones who are already heading up the staircase, those who were just kind of looking around and like, this place is sketchy, I want to get the hell out of here. The room is collapsing in on itself. Not like earthquake, you guys gotta run, but like all of the fixtures, all of the tiles are suddenly no longer solid and appear to be turning into their base material form of colorless, phlegmy ooze.
Picking up L and I'm getting ready to like leave.
I will help you.
Yes, Nick.
Can I run quickly and try and scoop up a bunch of the ooze into the iron pot, not the titanium one?
Yeah, absolutely you can. The iron pot.
In case I get hungry
absolutely.
later.
In case I get hungry.
I don't want to leave it here. What if it regrows?
All right, easily done. The rest of you guys go away,
Getting the
run
fuck
away,
out?
climb up a ladder.
Oh, this is
With
hard with
the-
a pot of ooze.
A pot, like a very full pot of ooze, and L.
Tie with some rope.
And L.
And L. You guys make it to the top. The church is empty. I think you all have a high enough passive perception here to notice. Yeah, 11's fine.
That's okay.
It's stinky. Smells real bad up here. And you just came from a place that smelled like sulfur. So that's really saying something.
What does it smell like? Dead bodies?
It kind of smells like dead bodies.
Oh, that's not good.
Can I follow the scent?
I was gonna check the cellar.
Overwhelming.
The cellar is clear. The scent is overwhelming. It is all around you.
Is it?
It's honestly better than the cellar.
Honestly, probably.
Is it just a mass grave outside?
Guitar is calling.
I guess.
That scared me.
Hey,
should we-
bestie.
I guess Amon will take a step outside and see if it's coming from outside or if it's just the church itself just reeks.
From where you would step outside, let me look here. From the main trail that you step out to when you exit the church, you don't immediately see anything around you, but you notice that the smell is outside as well.
Is it a...
Good.
Sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
While in the church, could I cast Divine Sense to see if the church is still under the hallowed spell?
You cast Divine Sense and do not detect any hallowed spell.
Wait, was it that dead something couldn't die here or something like
Back
that?
to life. Something dead
so-
couldn't come back to life.
So the dead, wait, did the dead come back to life?
Yeah.
Guys, you won't
I was
believe it.
I was gonna ask if it's a little easier to follow out here, or can I at least go
make
to
a
where the
survival check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any like loose gravel, like any like disturbed like ground or anything?
Wait, Kuno will mention to the people in the church that the hallowed spell is gone.
No, the 6.
So that's why it smells maybe?
You
I'm
take a look
assuming that's
outside,
not a good
Marsh.
thing.
Mon takes a look outside. You can't trace where the scent is coming from because it really is everywhere. Like, you're not following a trail of, someone cooking a pie and it's blowing in the wind. It's the whole air around you. You take a quick look around with your passive perception and where you would be standing. You don't notice anything out of the odd. I think what's the most odd is that you smell it so intensely outside.
Could I join the people outside of the church, but like climb the church?
Yeah, there is that one thing that goes up to like the bollards up top. You can go up there and get a pretty good view, even from the inside. And then from there, in Reperform, you could definitely climb onto the roof shingling of the church.
That.
Yeah, you head up there. What is everyone else doing as Moss begins climbing?
I would have went outside with Moss. Or not Moss, but Amon initially. Just Either way.
Tyler, do you for the hollowed spell? Did you mention that it also slowed the rate of decay? I think that was something you mentioned, right?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
So Kuno kind of like it's just probably Sabati's decomposing all at once, since the hollowed spell stops decay.
Do you think that's the decay since it would all happen at once instead of like a slow process? Like you would just catch up to where it's supposed to be.
It's like a funnel.
We're okay?
No, opposite of a funnel. Like a sink.
You take 1d4 psychic damage. Moss, give me a perception check.
That is a whopping, look at my perception, 19.
19. You standing full height on top of the church, looking in every direction to find out where that smell could be coming from. And this smell is less intense just because where you're standing, you're shielded by the building being below you from it getting absorbed in that direction. You see, however, in the distance, maybe 60 feet, the rear of the church, where the grave is. You see a 2 or so dozen mounds of dirt, loose dirt. And with a 19 beyond that, not quite into the tree line, because where this hill kind of goes down. You guys have spent a lot of time traveling down the south side of this hill, up and down to go to where the mole holes were, to go into the town that's below. To the north is not more city, it is the wilderness. The church is the most western portion of the city. To the north is just plains, and you can see about 300 feet or so ahead of you, 30 or so people moving northwards.
Where the army begins.
Who's wandering?
I'm assuming they're too far for me to make out any intelligence.
300 feet. They seem to just be walking, like they're not zombie shuffling, is what I think you're going for. They are just walking.
Just like regular people.
Yeah, they're out for a morning walk at midnight on a sanguine storm night. Yeah. You hear in the distance, "We're off to see the wizard."
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Do I notice anything peculiar about those people? Like their cadence? Are they all walking in unison? Are they?
With a 19 at that distance, I think that's about all you can gather.
Okay.
Is just the fact that they are moving northwards.
I'm just going to keep watching them for a bit, and whenever they go out of sight, I'll clamber down.
What direction?
Northwards.
North.
You watch for about 5 more minutes, and they disappear finally into the tree line. The smell does not go away.
Right. I'm gonna go down to the front of the church where everyone else is, kind of gesture towards the back. There seems to be a bunch of graves or something in the back, but also a large group of people heading north.
Oh, that's weird.
30, I think.
Ooh.
Tyler, that was good.
No, go ahead, Nick.
Has our father taught us anything about the hollow spell on how to cast it, or Like,
Not-
has Kuno ever seen it been cast?
Make a history check.
Yeah.
Be very unlikely, but it
Let's
is
see.
possible.
It's promising.
What'd you get?
The
A
real number.
19.
Can I roll? Oh, never mind.
Minus
I got a-
1, 18.
18's pretty good.
got
With
a
an
14.
18, you have not seen it been cast, but you've been in a place where it has been cast before Boras. It is a fairly complex and very the ritual requires someone very devout to usually a specific entity. Usually a god, but I say entity because there are some variations that you can call upon. You know that the way that this church and how the pastor kind of preached about it was that it was accepting of all the deities, including, to a lesser extent, Katara and the Iron Queen and some of the newer ones that have replaced the ones who fell during the Age of Heroes. So it's very odd that there was a hallowed spell here, because it has to be dedicated to a god. So in this case, like, you would likely see, hey, you would ask the god of death to hallow this area and prevent basically what you detected here, the undead from rising and from the decay to be setting in. So. It's definitely not something you do on a whim.
Yeah.
And it's
like a
definitely
plan thing.
not something that the collective could likely fake. You would need someone who is actually that devout.
Ooh, maybe he did it before and then he took him.
Yeah, that's
Like he had the priest before do it and then he took him. Or it was already done, right? Could have already been done and then they did that.
Yeah, the hallowed spell can last years, depending on how well it's set up. It's kind of, in Patria at least, it's kind of the same vein of like teleportation circles, where as long as you repeatedly, maintain it with magic, it can last for years and years, if not forever.
Okay. I think with the technical death of probably the person who cast it, just like so. Soren's gonna like whistle and then call LG.
Oh yeah.
You like
and
call him?
Yeah, like I think they would have came up with a signal, but yeah, Soren would have whistle.
Yeah, eventually they appear. They were actually in the church.
Oh.
They were on their way down to sneak and watch the battle. They like crawl out behind some pews, and Nico, Niall, and Aqua, who are still inside, just like, where the hell did you guys come from? They go outside. Yes? Is it safe out here now?
It should be.
So you did it.
We did.
They kind of look around. You guys are all like beat the fuck, except for maybe Moss. And Niall's still injured, but is like healed magically from some of those injuries. Everyone looks a little bit pretty
Moss
beat
is
up.
just doing CPR. And, you stopped again.
Here.
Speaking of, the three of you who had not actively said you left the church, so Aqua, Nico, and Niall, you hear coughing. And Elle kind of grabs her throat.
Oh.
What? Where am I? What is happening?
We got you out.
What are you?
Technically, I did.
You stick your face and actually
Actually?
What do you mean out? And you see she checks the tether and sees it gone.
Game over.
And she just starts sobbing. What have you done?
Anything.
What I had to.
He looks at you. What do you mean? What you had to?
I wanted to save you. I wanted to save everyone.
Her eyes kind of flick to Aqua, seeing that Aqua is alive.
Hi.
Really? And what about them? And she looks westward, signaling the great enemy, the country you've been warring against.
I'll fight again if I have to.
She slowly pulls herself to her feet. And you, in your current state, Niall, see this coming a mile away, almost as if in slow motion, as your danger sense activates.
Ooh,
You
Spidey
watch her
senses.
raise her hand to strike you. Do you do anything?
What if there's
The
a
other
knife?
the other two in the room just watch and hear the solid clap. You owe them peace.
So what?
I do.
Come back when you found it. She walks out.
Do you want a little bit of heat? Okay. Do you want a bath? No, okay. Niall, are you okay? I can make some ice real quick for your cheek.
I don't care about that.
Okay, but I want to worry about that.
The rest of you watch as Elle walks down the hill towards your backyard tent fort, really, because that's where she lives.
Did they hear the slap?
She won't go
'Cause,
looking
like,
through
we were
our
in that
stuff,
shit.
won't she?
Maybe we shouldn't, like, I don't trust them the least bit.
Let them do what they want.
No! My horse!
What?
My cousin!
My horse!
Listen,
Wait,
I
Grace
like to say, if take all your important stuff with you, so whatever's down there isn't important. We could honestly probably just leave the whole tent.
We're not leaving our
Just
tent
completely
behind.
forgetting that the Karen is down there.
I mean, there's things down there that we probably should take.
Yes, that tent has been with me through sick and sin, and
Are we
I would not
going
leave it.
to stick around for the aftermath of all of this, or are we skipping town?
I don't think we have the luxury of sticking. I don't think we have the luxury of sticking around due to.
Well, now just can't leave their parents, so.
Yeah, we can check in, but we don't have the luxury of staying through.
Have we left the church by now?
I'm
It's up to you if you guys have walked out following
I would
Elle
have probably
at
left
a
after
distance.
a minute.
Okay. Kind of
Did
collect
someone
yourself.
get hit? We heard it from out here.
The clap heard. The slap heard around the world.
You rang out through all of Patria.
The throbbing handprint on Nell's face.
if you need us to go and capture them at any point, you just say the word.
No.
Holds up his anti-magic man handcuffs.
See, yeah.
We got you covered.
So, we still haven't used these.
There will be an opportunity. You keep bringing them up. Why don't you just take the gung ho and just handcuff someone?
Just arrest someone.
Anyone.
You keep talking about it, Kuno, like you want to arrest someone.
You're right.
Are you not afraid she's going to become somebody dangerous? She wasn't above turning everyone in the town into a hive mind. Who's to say she's not above other things?
I know her at least that well. She thinks she was protecting them, but...
You thought you were protecting them when you made your pact. Who's to say she won't make a worse one now?
She's better than I am.
Is she?
Didn't she make a pact with an ooze? Did she? Is that what happened? Is that why she slapped you? Like, Niall, why'd she slap you?
I'm assuming because everyone is dead.
Not because they're dead, because...
of how they died, I should say.
She thought that this way we wouldn't have to be killed anymore.
Rightfully, I think, unless the town is under siege, I don't think she's gonna do much but wallow.
I can't go back home.
Can I, though, just to pick up my animals?
You all can get our things, but I'm not going back.
Do you want us to check on your kin?
If you could, I would appreciate it.
Okay. Guess we just start walking back.
Yeah, as everyone's walking back, Amon turns to Niall once everyone's kind of a little further away and just goes, "You'll have to learn to let him go for a while, but you'll make it." They are safe now, at the very least. And we'll just follow the rest of the group after I assume Niall doesn't say anything.
Will step to beside Nico, holding his pot of sloshing ooze. And I didn't see you collect any of the sample.
Oh, I didn't need to. You got such a large one.
Do you want to find out what it was?
Absolutely. I have many theories.
Okay. Should we refrigerate this?
You say, I don't have those magical capabilities, so I think we'll just have to hope it doesn't stink.
I could ask Aqua if she could make ice blocks, and then we can keep it cooled.
I was like, I don't know.
To preserve the sample. Yes.
Aqua.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you make big blocks of ice?
I can make a 5-foot cube. I think it's like this big.
That's a 5 foot
That's
cube.
like 5 inches. Or maybe a little bit more, but it's like 5 foot.
5 foot is me.
Yeah.
To give reference,
It's like 1.5
me
meters.
at my tallest point is 6'7".
5 foot is like 1.5
you can
meters.
make 25 cubic feet of ice. That's correct.
Yeah,
That's an incredible amount of ice.
You could literally fit me up to my head.
It's 1.5.
You could fit me.
It's 1.5 meters.
Oh, I thought this was 5-foot cube.
No. A
Is this
foot is
not?
this big, so 5 of these.
Not Ruby's
5
cube.
feet is me. That's my height.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you playing Aqua or are you just okay?
She's playing Aqua. I know what you do for a living. You're playing Aqua.
She knows measurements.
She knows measurements in Canada.
I know.
Specifically in Canada, where it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, it makes sense when so not to carry it, but I can cut it with calcine.
Or do you want me to like make small, like 5 cubes?
I think it's up to 5 foot cubes, so you could.
It is.
Aqua could make a bucket of ice. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. We don't
That's
have to go.
incredible. That is such a good use for
put
that
the champagne
spell.
bottle in it.
Yeah, and we don't have to go out into the hallway when we're at our stand at an inn and get the ice machine.
Can I get a whiskey on the rocks?
Well, you've never
Let me
drank
just go
whiskey.
find some.
That's Aqua's retirement job as a bartender. Let's go.
Oh my
He's so
god,
good.
Bubbly would be the best bartender.
Just freeze their glass when she hands it to them. Oh,
We're just
so
like,
good.
but Bubbly never gives them what they actually ordered.
It's just water.
What? No, it's what Aqua thinks they want.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
no,
It's
I know
like-
you ordered that, but I really don't think it was.
This is what I think you need right now.
This is what you need.
And a lot of it is just a hug.
Honestly, the best kind of
It's the most
bartender.
expensive drink on the menu.
Wait, the bartender
right.
didn't. The bartender didn't serve me
turning
anything, but I
back
got a nice
to-
hug.
Turning back.
Nice. Okay.
You guys eventually
I really
arrive
like this
at
retirement
the
goal.
backyard camp fort.
I'm not there.
Niall,
I'm staying outside of
do
town.
you stay outside of town? Okay.
Now it's brooding like Batman on the rooftops or something like that.
I lost my parents.
I can't get to the rooftop. I'm not tall enough.
You are. You might be now.
Well, maybe I am. Who knows?
You can reach that ledge. It's just your leg. Your arms are not longer. It's just like you're making your torsos longer.
My arms stayed proportionate.
Yeah, they just shrunk.
You guys pack up. Doesn't take too long. You guys have a lot of stuff, but various positions or various travels you guys have made. You guys have learned how to pack and go pretty quickly. Yes, Aqua.
Oh, Kuno, go first.
No, you go ahead. Good.
I like. First off, I'm checking on my fucking horse and Greg, and I just want to make sure they're okay.
Both are great. The Kyren has eaten almost all the grass in the yard.
Well, they won't have to mow the grass now.
2 hours that you have been gone.
Did it? First off, you weren't walking before. Second, you're awake. That's great.
Yeah.
Let's go
Did
see
you
its
get
grass.
bigger?
It's actually currently sleeping right now, but it's looking great. It does look a little bigger. It looks like an awkward like newborn giraffe. You know how they're born and they immediately know how to walk, but they're like really bad at it? It's basically what this Kyren looks like.
How am I supposed to carry this now?
It's like 3 feet tall. It's still pretty small.
Rude.
It's like a 10-year-old. That's so.
You're buff though.
Oh yeah.
You are very strong.
I keep forgetting that.
Carrying a golden retriever.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
Aqua
actually
absolutely
what it is.
could carry a golden retriever.
Okay,
You have a lift weight of 480 pounds. You're good.
Oh, okay, cool.
You are extremely built.
Okay. Greg, did you eat the grass too, or was this just the Kyren? Oh, Marsh, that was adorable.
Kind of rivet. He just kind of croaks at you.
Oh. So, no?
Kind of looks at you.
You understand me, Greg? We always talk together.
Greg's eyes like blink, not in sync of each other. Just bloop bloop bloop.
Greg, I pick him up. Why?
Stop shaking your animals.
It's not aggressively. It's just like my body's shaking, so he's like kind of vibrating. He's like, like what's happening? What's
Seems a little tired.
Greg? We talk all the time. What's wrong? Are you
Kind
okay?
of like sleepy in your arms.
Okay. I guess you wanna go back in my little bag purse pouch thing?
He like nuzzles to get into it. He's like, yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Carry
all right.
me.
Well, at least you're okay. You go right in there. Okay, horse. I guess I'm carrying you next, Kyron.
An entire fucking calf on your shoulders, like
And,
fireman carriage.
I'm gonna make sure I grab my my invincible scarf and shove that around Greg and put that in the pouch. And then I'm gonna go check on Niall's parents.
Okay, you head over there. Kuno, what were you doing?
Kuno scampers over to Nico again and is gonna whisper to Nico, we are leaving soon. The vendor was closing to get our boots.
I know. I had exactly the same thought. We have to play it cool.
We have to sneak off.
Of course. Let's just go.
Okay. We'll be back before they know this.
Exactly.
Everyone just watches them leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Sora just follows
I was
them.
gonna say, Amon. Just all of us are just like, well, there they go.
You're like bye Kuno. He's like, see ya.
Hey, Kuno, stay safe.
Thank you.
The rest of the party
They
just
never
thinks Nico
noticed.
and Kuno are like getting close and like spending some alone time. Just like, nope, we're gonna go see if the cobbler's alive. Maybe. You guys head off.
To their market stall. Hopefully they're not a corpse.
Yeah.
I'm sussing out every person I see.
Yeah. You guys head to the market. It is quite late at night, by the way. It is very late. You guys head over to the market, and it is very active. There are well over 100 people out in the marketplace at like 11:30 p.m. after a very, very terrifying, never before seen storm.
Ooh, night market.
And most of the stalls appear to be open and lit with lantern lights, including at the far side of the market, the cobbler.
What's the general vibe of the crowd?
Everyone is acting like they haven't eaten in a long time. Most people are out of food already. In fact, the cobbler looks a little bored. People are not there. To speak of, you can see off in the distance and mostly hear that the tavern seems to be quite full right now.
Oh. Well, I think we know where the parents are, which is good. Presuming they're still alive.
I would give some of these people food, but I don't know how long we plan to travel.
Everyone making a mental note of who wasn't eating. You guys head over to the cobbler?
Hello. We're back to pick up our commissioned work. Does the cobbler seem to recognize us?
He kind of like fixes his glasses, moves them from the end of his nose further up, but they slide back down pretty quickly. Custom order, was it?
Yeah.
Yes, you remember.
No, but I have it written down.
Oh.
I think, and he pulls out like a nice, like, box, like a beautiful, like, dark green, like pine green box with a clasp on the front, like a display case clasp. And he pops it open and it comes up and back. And you see two pairs of kind of like a maroon, reddish leather brown, it's kind of like dyed but still got the brown of the leather there, boots to order as you described them, with a couple additions, not on the request but seemingly added by the entity known as the Collective during their work on these boots. you see
Nice guy.
the symbol of Katara etched on the inside heel of both boots. Kind of like the Converse logo.
The Katara 12s.
Yeah, the Katara 12s. Yo, limited edition. Handcrafted. But they are to order, and I believe you have already paid.
Yep.
Yeah.
He closes the box and shuts the class down. I don't remember these, but they must have been here a while. Seem to have been away for some time. Thank you for your patience, and thanks for shopping with me. Was there anything else you needed?
I think that was it.
So to clarify, there are 2 pairs of boots. One humanoid-sized and one very tiny, right?
You didn't see the tiny ones,
No!
but upon later inspection, they were tucked inside the big
Oh my
boots.
god. Oh my god.
When we tried to put it on, and he was like, "Oh, what the hell?"
But the people affected by the collective appear to be alive. Appear to be surviving. Appear to be very hungry. And in fact,
a bunch of people goring
you can't see the end of the line from here, but as you walked over to the market, you heard whispers and kind of people talking about the commotion. There appears to be a commotion at the barracks.
Kuno will... Oh shoot, I gave it to Niall.
Oh no.
Gosh,
darn it.
shit. I forgot my phone. We gotta go back. Do you have a way of messaging the others, Nico?
No. I don't believe I was given the other rock.
That's on me. I gave it to I gave it to Niall so they could call for help if their sister tried to kill
I think
them.
you still have it, Nico.
Did I get the other one?
No, because it was only because you were with Aqua. That's why.
Yeah.
That's my
I think
bad.
it's Aqua, Nile, and Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh no.
I left my phone at home. Damn it. Today's gonna suck.
Just
I
run
also
back. Commotion!
don't know that spell. Yeah. I don't know that spell because, Sword can cast it, there's no point. We can just run back.
I don't have it anymore. I mean, I do, but I have one spell.
Yeah, I could. We could just run back.
Yeah,
I don't-
because I
I-
definitely
I-
want to know what's going on at the barracks.
Yeah, let's get the others.
Yeah. Or we
Do
could
you
just
guys
go.
do you guys stop anywhere else before you head home? Or you can go to the tavern.
We can just go to the
Or
barracks.
the barracks, sorry.
Do we need everybody else? We're just gonna go see what's going on. No one's gonna conscript me. Are they gonna? I'm far too small. Are you gonna get conscripted?
I have
if we go close to the
16 hit
barracks?
points.
You guys are fucked up. Nico's got a black eye and it's like, let's just go find out what's happening. Let's just check it out.
What could go wrong? I just want to know.
Who trips
Nico
down?
has 6 out of 56 health points, by the way.
Look, it's a
Nico is
secret.
fucked up.
Kuno has been pressing
I have
on
10
one of
out of 60.
Nico's active bleeding wounds this entire time.
Just remember that during this conversation, you guys are both actively like spitting out blood. As like your mouth is bleeding, your throat is all
Fucking the
swollen.
cobbler.
I think we'd have stabilized. Tried to stabilize each other.
Yeah, I mean, actually, wait. I do have 30 points of my lay on hands.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, you spread the love, man.
Well, hey,
Nico's out here fighting for
I
his life.
javelins to throw.
Lay on hands is a defibrillator,
It's true.
not for healing.
Okay, I'll give Nico.
They learned
I'll
that
give
in
Nico,
the
I'll give
paladin
Nico
classes.
25.
25? Holy crap.
Oh my god. See, this feels incredibly unfair, Kuno, because I'm the person who almost murdered you. You shouldn't be healing the murderer.
It was fun.
Which I'm terribly sorry, by the way. Of all the people who was standing on the other side of the creepy ooze person, you're the last person I would want to be standing there. So apologies.
I was curious where it came from, if I'm going to be honest. I didn't have the answer until now.
No, I not that I'm actively out to get anyone, but sometimes you have to sacrifice somebody for the greater good, because at the end of the day, we all have other things to do than to die here in the basement of a stinky church. So sometimes one person has to go for the good of everyone else, and apologies that you were the person on the other side.
No, it is fine. It happens.
Yes.
I will not hold it against you, don't worry.
If it's any consolation, I was genuinely too short to see you on the other side, so I didn't know you were there. I'm just very small. So I'll have to jump next time before casting.
Noted. Stay in line of sight of Nico.
I mean, that's not also all true. I'm pretty sure Moss was in line of sight of Nico, and she still took him out.
That one I knew. I'm learning one step at a time.
Those guys going at the others.
No one gets mad when I take out someone, because I can actually bring them back to life.
Also because we kind of expect it from you.
Healer privilege. And you don't expect it of me? Wow.
Yeah, well, you don't have nothing to bring them back, so like if I do it, it's like, oh, Soren.
You're such a goofy dude.
Nico! Oh! I'm just kidding, but... And also it was Aqua, so like of all the people to drop down, she's like the most, the easiest to get to forgive you.
It's entirely up to you, Kuno. You make much better tactical decisions than I do. I just want to know what's going on.
We could just check it out briefly. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
We don't have to stick our noses into anything. We just gotta, peek over the fence posts.
Go in and everything's on fire.
Literally. Okay, you guys go to the barracks. You head south to the barracks.
Let's go to the barracks.
About 400 to 500 feet before you get to the barracks, heading down that street, because it is really just like 4 roads that lead to all the various highlights of the town. You can barely see the barracks ahead of you, and there is a massive lineup of people. Single file, soldiers marching up and down, weapons drawn. Not trained at anyone, but apparently enforcing some level of order. As you start to walk past the end of the line, you are stopped by a couple soldiers. Excuse me. Line's back there.
I'm so sorry. What's the line for?
Gonna make an insight check. In the Dice Tower of Doom! Because I forgot to roll it earlier.
You haven't shown it off yet.
I haven't shown it off. My lovely colleagues at work 3D printed this fantastic dice tower. So you're gonna get ASMR and dice roll. Let's go. You guys ready? Oh, that is so good.
Whoa.
So good. Insight for these guys is only going to be a +1, so that's an 11. I rolled a 10. Thank you, Gaith and Chris, by the way. Much appreciated. The line to get into the mess.
Oh, right, because everybody's eating like it's been a month and a half since they had dinner. I understand.
Yeah, the captain thinks it's some sort of flu coming on. Everyone's appetite is heightened. Some of the soldiers, too. We found them picking in the stalks, but everyone can get their
Maybe
fair
it's a
share. We
seasonal
thankfully
thing.
have a backlog of a while. So please, back of the line. Everyone will get their turn.
Yep, of course.
Are the people who are
Come on, Nico.
hungry,
Oh.
are they very, like, gaunt and, like, wasted away? Or do they just look like, do they look like they've been starving for weeks?
No.
Or months? Or years?
They do look like hungry, like someone who got told that their dinner reservation got canceled and it's going to be an hour wait for a table. But they don't, like, they're not ravenous. They're not, there probably was a commotion till they're like, please give us some food. And then the soldiers with guns enforced some level of, order.
Right.
And the line's moving fairly quickly, but it is probably, like almost 1,000 people.
See, nothing to be concerned about. People are just having a snack, I think.
Kind of whisper, where's the food coming from, so? Weren't they out of food?
The soldiers weren't. Or, presumably they weren't. I don't know.
Oh, did they give the food from the people to the soldiers?
That sounds about right.
That sounds like what
Rationing.
happened.
Yeah. Something horrible, terrible, where they make the people suffer, feed the soldiers, something like that.
Both of you can give me history checks to remember something you were told.
Oh, rattle it out of my little brain.
14.
That one.
Don't have any important rules left? You already saw the result.
Nope.
But 14 total? That's pretty good. Kuno, you remember, and you kind of like, oh, wait. And look at Nico, who just like, well, don't know where the food came from. You were told by the captain that the city of Flintgate had asked for all of the recently discovered surplus food stores to be shipped westward towards the front where an assault was likely to take place. And because suddenly a third of the town wasn't eating what they used to, there was a surplus of food. The raw grain and other, vegetation and materials and livestock were being transported even further westward, and it appears that the military had taken their cut of that excess to build up their stocks. So whether or not that was sanctioned or not, you're not too sure, but
Got it? Got it.
that was one of the first things you guys discovered 2.5 months ago. A very long time ago.
Little did we know what it meant.
Yeah. The pieces are coming together. Okay, where to next?
Let's go back.
Yep. Oh, before we go back. Okay, so now that we have Mork and Soren's beautiful matching shoes, I assume you want to give Soren his before Mork puts his on? I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Yeah, I think that would be nice. I think Soren
What day is it?
would be more.
I think it's still the 19th.
Okay.
It is.
What day?
Oh my god, it's a bit long.
What day is Soren's birthday again?
The 4th of the next month. So in 15 days. It's the 4th. It might be the 6th. Let me double check. It is the 6th. On my notes, it says the 6th. I don't know why I thought the 4th for whatever reason. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Is Bashir cold? I forget.
Damn, we about to be shivering. We about to be shivering.
Just due to the mountains kind of block the wind a little bit. They do still get pretty rough winters, but Bashir seems to be, for the most part, tundra. So even when it's not winter, it's like craggy, rocky, not very good soil.
What time of year is it? Is it like fall?
This is the month that you are in, or Ventor, sorry. You are... It's the equivalent of October, give or take.
Okay, so it's...
Doesn't quite line up, but you guys are in the last few months of the year. In 2.5 months, you will enter a period you guys all know as the Days of Remembrance, which is a 5-day interval before the calendar resets into the new year.
Okay.
So it's getting chillier as you go more north.
It do be chilly.
October winter has begun. The rest of you back at temporary base, minus Niall, Nico, and Kuno. You guys pack up relatively easily. Aqua, you go to look for the parents. They are not in the house. The house is empty.
Okay.
Make an investigation check.
I think I was snooping. Okay.
Or perception if you don't think you're actively snooping.
Oh, well, I feel like I'm just looking. I think that's what Aqua would pick. But, you know what? It wouldn't have even mattered. I got on the dice, I got a 4, so I'm going to add a +7, so that is an 11.
11 isn't that bad for perception, right?
For perception, though.
Yeah. Whoever was last here left in a hurry. There's still candles lit. There's half-eaten food at the table. You do see the remnants of some sort of game that was being played, which was only a couple hours ago before Kuno was playing games and whatnot. But everyone's left. Somewhat in a hurry.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually.
Is there any sign that, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is there any sign that Niall's sister came back at all?
Make a survival check. Just to kind of look for her tracks or any kind of remnants that may have been left around.
That is a... What's my survival? That's not bad at all. 22. I thought I was just going to be wrong.
She probably beat you by less than 10 minutes. You go in after you notice Aqua kind of disappears into the house, and the pantry that Niall had told you guys used to be Elle's room has been turned over. And there is a hidden compartment in the floor that has been busted open and emptied.
Well, kind of.
You walk in and Aqua's just like, whoever left in a hurry. And then you open the door and the room's just a complete destructive mess. And she's just like, didn't see that.
I'm also just kind of like leave and just kind of lazily look around to see what direction they might have gone in. Just to kind of like keep tabs.
Eventually.
Another survival, or
you're just kind of keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Easily enough done. In that time, while you're waiting for Niall, or Nico and Kuno to return, you don't really pick up on anything else. It appears that she went north from here. And the first place that kind of catches your attention would be the recruitment office that you guys found traces of her at. Besides that, nothing really stands out. She likely is long gone from now, but you could chase after her to see what she's up to. By this point, Kuno and Nico, you guys make your ways back, holding a very beautiful box.
I think Soren's just at the fucking...
We would have concealed it.
Yeah.
Packing up, not really paying them any mind.
Do you guys both walk into camp just like awkwardly whistling?
It's like you're whistling, but it's like that awkward, like where it's like you're like whistling, you can't really whistle, so it's like you're like kind of doing it, but it's like no sounds. Hey man, it's not picking up my whistle.
I love it. But yeah, for the sake of everything, it's probably around 1 o'clock in the morning by the time everyone finishes packing up.
Oh, then I wouldn't have. Are we heading out now, or would we stay the night and then leave in the morning? If we're gonna leave in the morning.
Niall's not wanting to be pretty much in this town anymore, so I'm assuming we're gonna like.
Okay, we can leave.
Yeah, I thought we were sleeping.
Yeah, that's my bad.
That was my. That was.
I imagine
that's Mac's brain.
Yeah,
fire.
I imagine Mac, you would have spoken up as Soren when Niall was like, "I can't go back." You remember the western portion of the city, the most western portion, kind of directly south of the church, is like an abandoned part of town.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine now kind of just went somewhere there. That's where you found Marty. Yeah.
I would have had I would be teaching LG and Marty how to pack a tent and gathering everything.
I love it.
Or just like not really teaching them, but more like going slowly, like if they want to walk, like he probably sees them watching him and he's just like, all right, let me go slow down and just do this.
Here, grab that tether, will you? Come here, boy. Starts teaching him. But yes, you guys regroup, and unless there's anything major, you guys meet Niall, still in the city, but in the abandoned portion, directly west. Niall, what
Kuno
have you
will
been
bring
doing?
up.
Oh, go ahead, Kuno. No, go ahead.
Just kind of like as we're all moving as a group to leave to meet Niall, Kuno will just bring up and just the people here don't remember anything.
They're also ravenously hungry.
For brains.
But they have food.
I mean, I guess I'm not technically surprised that it would have starved them as much as it could.
They also... Some of these people have been taken by the collective for years, right? So a bunch of them are just missing years of their lives, I assume. So there's going to be a strange reckoning of people blending their memories of the past years.
They'll either make something up or accept, bury it deep down.
The portion of the town that was collected was just under a third. So there is enough people who remember the last 3 years to at least, patch in that part of society. What you might be hitting on and what might kind of pique your head, you're a little tired, a little battle hungover, but there's a lot of people who were on the recruitment list that are suddenly around again. Might be recruited.
A lot of new troops just showed up.
A lot of people lining up to get free food from the military.
So, meet now.
Decide what's next.
I'm assuming we continue on the path.
I think Niall really needs us right now.
Probably head to Aqua's home before the inevitable.
Well,
The what?
We are going north.
Inevitable currently.
We're going north.
Yeah.
Then going south with boats, right?
Right.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I have about 6
The
months, I
fastest.
think.
I thought you had 6 months, a year.
Just 6 months.
Just 6 months. It's been confirmed.
I thought that's what my mom said. Come back as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I thought.
Oh wait, do I know it? Wait, did I know what your mom said, right? Because I messaged her.
Because you messaged her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your mom said 6 months or something like that. Or coming back as soon as possible.
I feel
7
like she said
days.
soon as
She said
possible.
come back as soon as possible. I
then
don't think she said it's a
Moss-
specific time.
No,
And-
Moss did a reading and it was saying there's about like
Based on how
maybe
much
8
of the
months?
clock
Maybe
has been
6?
expired, basically. There's
Yeah.
anywhere from 5 to 8 months left.
Yeah.
Let's usher on the side of 5 months. Because, you know, you would hate to.
Die?
Yeah. But the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have this conversation as you're heading westward to meet Niall. Niall, what's been going on the last couple hours?
Depression.
So nothing new.
I have depression.
It's like severe. It's more than usual.
What is Niall thinking about?
Wondering if he made the right decision. If he just screwed over his life, his contract. Halfway through, he just takes out his gun, keeps one chamber in the bullet, and just spins the chamber. Or bullet in the chamber and just spins the chamber.
Okay.
As if he's gonna try and do Russian roulette, but doesn't go through with it.
Oh my fucking
Okay. As the party arrives, you hear them before you see them, and you guys see the light of the building that Niall has taken root in. Started a small fire in the base floor, just enough to keep themselves warm as it is getting quite cold. You guys reunite, and that is where we will go for break here. Take a little water bio break, mental reset of the events of the last hour and a half or so. We'll be back top of the hour, just to round it out. We'll be back top of the hour to make things easy. We'll see you guys then.
Hey.
Bye now.
Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial.
Don't you touch that dial. Now you hear.
Don't you fucking touch that mother.
Okay, we're live.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, I'm a time traveler. Welcome back, everybody.
Meg's folding some laundry.
Meg's folding some laundry. Got some English McMuffins. He's good to go.
He's role-playing sword packing.
Yeah, live action.
Live action. We're back.
Oh man, we're that
You guys,
though.
you guys have reunited.
What?
I'll give you guys some music as a backdrop, and then you guys kind of just take it away. What are you guys doing? What's the plan? You guys have any percented speed run Barras, made some decisions that might affect us in the future, but we're good. Everything's totally fine. Get some music so it's not so spooky.
I was just kind of sitting there, not really doing much.
This is not the song I want. This is too happy.
We need depressing music, Tyler.
Yeah, but I don't just want like heavy music, I gotta mix it up a bit. All right.
So what's next? What's our next step? Place, goal, mission?
Port,
You're going to Bashir,
boat.
right?
Well, Bashir.
Okay.
Bashir, port, boat.
Are we stopping in Ebenval?
In where?
Probably not.
Even for supplies?
We
don't have a lot.
If we need them, yeah.
I have 4 days of rations on me.
You do, Kuno, you do realize we have... There are things we need to do in Bashir as well.
Yeah.
So I guess in that case, what's on the to-do list? What's on your to-do list?
Can we help?
Maybe. Doubtful, but... Our mother could be in Bashir.
I was gonna say, we all know what she looks like based off of the mural.
Yeah.
Based off the mural, yeah.
Do you have any leads as to why she'd be in Bashir? Or like where we should look for her?
I mean, we have a few. 2. She left the entire continent, or she is in Bashir. As far away on that she could remain on the continent, away from our father as she could be, which makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Gotcha.
Also, I didn't think what Katara exactly said. Just keep looking. Is that what she ended up coming to the conclusion? That's all I'm pulling.
Yeah.
You might have to go back and listen. I can't quite remember the wording, but it's basically you're heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
But you're not there yet.
And the fact that Katara said we were heading in the right direction.
Right.
So.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. Just faith.
Yep.
Bizarre.
I mean, is it really? You have faith that thing's gonna work with your science?
Just hope it's gonna work, and then all of a sudden
You have some hope.
I don't understand.
You trust the process. It's the same.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. I mean, it's similar. I mean, as someone who also has studied science as well, to some degree.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's kind of like when you throw spaghetti at the...
Yeah.
Something sticks.
Yeah, you tried multiple different things until something works.
Yeah, and even past the shapes, you get ravioli. Mm.
Yeah, Kuno, you get ravioli after that.
What?
Absolutely.
The Delaware Brothers just invented ravioli?
No.
Pretty dope.
I'm more humoring Kuno than anything.
Fair.
Wait, so do we have enough supplies for this journey?
Because we can't get them here.
I mean, Soren has created food and water, right?
Aqua.
Okay, then we won't starve.
We never need to eat again.
Yeah, you guys just buy some salt and pepper and you're good.
Yeah, do we all have tents though?
I mean, realistically, we never. Only you and I had a tent, and everyone else it just like became a thing.
So actually, that's a good point to clarify. It has been up until this point warm enough for you guys to just lay down on the dirt with a bedroll and sleep.
I like to think Kuno always preps a tent.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So it's no longer. Yeah, it's no longer that nice out.
We needed it in the desert because of like the extreme the winds and stuff like that. No matter how hot it was, it still was like nice.
Need to, before we leave, get ready for inclement weather. Like we need to disaster prep.
I mean, if the storms are like the last one.
Perhaps
it'll be great.
We have a cart, right?
Yes.
We came in with one.
Yeah, because you have all of that
rock.
That
rock from the
titanium and the titanium and
you guys have all this material. No one's checked on that cart for a while. I'm assuming it was in the camp that you guys made in the backyard. Yeah.
Kuno used it to string his laundry across it from it to the house.
Fair. Genius.
There's one pair of underwear.
One page is so deteriorated.
It's just somehow bloody.
No, it's made out of leather. It's good. It'll last forever.
Leather, yeah.
Just a waste.
Yeah, he used the other part of the tapestry for that.
Ah,
Matching.
it's awful.
Magic. Perhaps vice versa is still favorable. We should prepare supplies.
Okay. Everybody needs to get a winter jacket and some mittens.
Tyler.
Yes.
Could I say that one of my I already have a winter jacket with my fucking weave prepared, knowing I would probably encounter so many different
Oh, you guys have been traveling for a long time. You and
we also went
Kuno,
up north, so we probably already have
you
a
guys
winter jacket.
started up there.
Kuno puts on his Carhartt jacket.
God damn it. Yeah, your shift weave would allow you to
Yeah, my shift weave.
Yeah.
I've only revealed one other outfit, or two.
Oh,
yeah. Kuno and I are good. Oh, she nice. We have
Kuno gets his snowshoes out of his backpack.
It's not going to be
You
that
have
bad.
room for those.
It's just a Mary Poppins bag.
They're just crushed.
Yeah.
Like with his from his second pot. When he put his second pot in, they he had everything
Yeah,
so
Kuno
perfect.
pulls out broken snowshoes. Just Well,
Yeah,
firewood and tosses
you
into the
guys are
cart.
basically in the yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've been traveling for 3 years, so we're like...
Before we leave town, could I buy cold weather clothes and a large tent? I guess a 2-person tent, since I'm too big to fit in a 1-person tent.
Yeah, you guys can head to the midnight market.
Ooh, I like this. I get a nice vibe of a midnight market going.
Yeah.
The midnight market.
Midnight market. Yeah, fair.
Midnight
Easily done.
market.
You said winter clothes and
Yeah, I think.
The only thing I found was
Yeah.
cold weather clothes.
yeah.
I think we all get suited.
A 2-person tent.
Could I pitch in to make it like a 3 or 4 person tent so that me and Moss could share it?
You just want a mega tent.
Yeah.
mega tent.
Right, if we're getting a really big one, you're gonna have to set it up.
I mean, that's fine.
Because I'm gonna hate doing that every time. I'll do the tall part, but that's just a miserable time every time we camp.
Okay.
As they're shopping for a tent.
Yeah.
So of a nice set of like winter resistant, like snow, like full outfit. That would be good for, depending on how far north you guys. So you guys are getting into some pretty extreme weather conditions. It's gonna be about 10, 12 gold each, for cold weather, and then for the clothing, yeah. And for a 2-person tent, especially if you guys are looking for one that would be able to withstand the weather you guys are going into.
Yeah,
you're probably looking at
if they had
another
an upgraded one, like an even bigger tent.
You kind of look at the guy. He's like, we could stitch something together. Might take a couple days, but
Right.
on this person, I got 2 left. One of them's not in the greatest condition, so I'll give you a discount. But the tents are about 25 gold each.
All right, we'll take both of them.
So with the discount on one of them, it's 45 gold.
45.
So 45 gold for the 2 tents, and then 12 gold
10
each
gold.
for the 10 gold each for the clothing.
32 gold. I'll take
Yes.
some more weather tent.
I was like, can I buy some clothes?
Yeah, you guys can just deduct the currency.
Cool.
A weather tent.
Oh,
There
the weather
goes
going
10.
Yeah.
Which one? It was 25, and what was the discounted price?
It's 25 and 20 for the 2 tents.
25 and 20. Okay.
And then 10 gold each for clothing. You guys can deduct that and add that to your inventories.
And sorry, what's the item called in inventories?
It should just be clothing,
weather gear.
And then there'll be a cold weather one. Yeah, clothing, cold weather. But if you put in clothing, it'll come up. Perfect. You guys equip those, get those ready to go.
Perfect.
Never mind.
Oh, they're so cozy looking.
How do you add stuff to your inventory in Foundry?
You guys need access to it. So, 1 second here. There you go. So Mossy, you bought one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I tossed one in your inventory there. I don't think you can equip it. It kind of just is.
Yep. All good.
I'm
surprised they had it in my size.
It's a little short. But
Yeah,
it
it's got high water as well.
You just have, flood pants.
Yeah.
Right.
How do we add items
I
to
just
inventory?
bought the longest
I
coat
think
they
the
had.
module isn't there anymore, is it?
There's a different thing. I'll add it for you.
Whatever their longest coat was,
There you
and
go.
their
You have
tallest
one
pair
there,
of
Kuno.
boots.
And Aqua, you bought one as well, right?
You're the biggest pair of boots.
Yeah, I only did it on D&D, not Foundry yet.
Okay. That's fine.
Sorry, we best we got size 20s, Mas.
And Nico, did you buy one?
Good enough.
So we've got supplies. We're heading to find Kuno and Soren's mother, and then heading to reunite with Aqua's mother. Is there anything else in between that we need to be prepared for, to bring stuff for before we leave the Republic? Or sort of leave the Republic?
Oh. I'm assuming, seeing as you're the only actual citizen of, well, never mind, I take that back. Now is also a citizen of the Republic. I mean,
We don't need travel papers or anything like that, right?
You guys are entering a
passports
potentially hostile territory, so it's less travel papers and more if you'll be allowed
Barbarians.
in.
How do I look less Anzalian? We need,
It's,
we need to look
it's
less
all
official
about the
now.
accent.
just look.
Oh no.
Look. Yeah, your accent gives you away.
Oh goodness. You don't want to hear me try that. It won't go well.
Well, I mean, I guess Nile also has that similar accent. I'm trying to think how you can change it. I mean, you could try to mimic Kuno and I's, or Aqua's, or Moss and
Have
Mm-hmm.
an
Damon's.
accent?
Yeah, it's different than theirs.
This. Really?
Yeah, there's things.
What if
Oh.
we're just mute instead?
You could let.
You
those who are
think
not-
someone would buy if there's a mute wizard and mute random angsty dude in the back?
I mean, Nile doesn't really talk most of the time anyway, so.
True. So I'm just the problem. Noted.
You said it.
Hope you've got a good disguise.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
if you're.
what the big coat will be for.
I'm just saying, I don't know, would anyone outside of the city recognize you? You know.
No. Anyone I've ever known is far to the east. It'll be alright.
Or on the Feywild.
True.
But,
And they're not going anywhere.
would it wasn't that difficult for Kuno and I to get access into the Hanzo Kingdom, because technically
No, where you guys came in, there wasn't even a border guard set up.
Okay.
Not that you saw, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It was not heavily guarded or anything like that.
Okay. So, never mind. We wouldn't
The
have any.
direction you came.
Mm-hmm. We came from the south.
Yeah.
Niall, could I have my sending stone back?
Wordlessly just takes it out and hands it to you.
Thank you. I gave it to you in case, you needed help, but seems you were fine.
Right, the freaking raw titanium. I forgot about that. Oh my.
Yeah. You have so much raw titanium.
So much. And the moonstone, that's what it was.
We could use it to bribe our way in.
Yeah. Oh, true. Possibly.
So are we leaving now, or are we going to rest? Because I would like very much to rest.
Same.
If we get caught by a pack of wolves out there, I believe we will be a snack.
So it might be an idea to rest for tonight and then head out. Maybe
we have to say goodbye to some folks.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to check on.
We didn't really try.
That's what Soren would have done while everyone was gone.
Well,
Sorry.
I looked in the house and didn't see them.
No one wasn't in there.
No one was in there.
I think that's also. I think realistically, if they weren't in the house, that's all Soren would have tried to. So.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
We checked on the cobbler, but nah, Niall's parents don't get.
Who cares about my parents? They're fine.
But we also
Your
noticed
parents
that the tavern
were probably at the tavern, yeah.
I was gonna say we noticed that the tavern was busting. So
and unless they rebuilt the tavern in 0.2 days, it's probably still owned by my parents.
Yeah, you can say that. I'm not gonna say.
I was gonna say I think they're probably at the tavern, but because of like how hungry everyone is, maybe see them tomorrow. And just say
I assume
goodbye.
you want to say goodbye, right?
Yeah. At least to them. Right, Niall?
You went through all this effort to save them. You at least could have say hello, goodbye again.
Yeah.
I think that's Niall's choice.
Okay.
You're not wrong, but like, wouldn't your parents wanna hear from you? Or,
No.
Wait. I know your parents won't, Soren, but we don't know about Niall's.
False.
I have reached out to both of my parents, and you want to know how many replies I've gotten? 0.
I thought you heard back from your mom.
Nope.
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, yeah, but again, your parents are different.
So?
Your parents are haters.
So
Your parents are just hating.
Maybe Niall's parents would want to hear from Niall. They might not like it, but they might want to hear from
Niall's
him.
parents love them.
Maybe.
No.
Yeah, Niall's parents actually love them. Instead of using them for their own power or whatever.
Wah, 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 wah.
Treating their children as experiments.
Tough.
Whatnot. Tough life.
Just a little bitter about it, eh, there, bud?
Either way.
There's a little.
So you're letting it slip again.
We'll do what you want to do still, Niall, but I still think it's a good idea. Even if it's just a note. I don't know how I feel about that, but at least it's something.
We just left and said, oh, we'll be right back. We have to check something out. And then all of a sudden their world turned upside down. I think it's worth, a 30-second goodbye. a kiss, a hug. We'll see you later, Mom, and
Yeah.
I mean, you can always sleep on it, figure it out tomorrow, right?
Right.
Because if you think the right choice is not to say goodbye, which is okay, I guess, but I don't know, I feel like they deserve an answer, or not an answer, but at least some words.
Yeah.
Cause we don't even know. What if they got? What if they got their memories back of Elle, and now they're not only trying to figure out where she went to, or maybe she's with them right now, and then all of a sudden their son disappears again? That would suck as a mom or a dad, don't you think?
Assumedly.
I mean, I'm not saying bring up Elle. That might be a sensitive topic.
Can you hear that? No, you can't.
no.
No, but I
It's
just see
great
like,
watching you
what is he
breast
doing?
air your
I'm just cleaning my mic.
Oh.
You imagine if he had his mic on, just.
Do you want to find out?
No, please, no, please, no,
Little
please.
WD-40 for his mic.
I would like to hear it.
No.
Maybe at the end of the session. At the end, when we're not.
Nick could send you just a personal voice message of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll send you personal voice.
Because I'm curious what it sounds
mic.
like. Anyways.
All right, but yes, we stay here. We say goodbyes.
Maybe. Oh, we gotta say bye to the boys.
We have to say goodbye to LG.
Is he here right now? Did he keep
Yes,
following
he's
us?
with us. He's with us.
Oh, hi, sorry, Elle. Didn't mean to talk over you.
He did this earlier today.
LG.
He kind of looks
Sorry,
up at you
not
guys. We're used to it.
Sorry. I'm caught up in the moment. I'm really sorry. Wait. Marty, do we want to look for your parents?
That's true.
Kind of like look up. If they're alive, yeah.
Ooh.
God, that's be so many bodies to dig through to confirm or deny it.
Ooh.
Marty, do you know if your parents would return to
Tense.
where we found you?
Well,
Just here?
which is where you guys are, basically, yeah.
All right, so you figured out where we're going. I'm going to. Kuno, do you want to go help Marty look for his kids or his parents? Sorry.
You got kids, Marty?
I got some.
And,
He just gives a deep voice.
But they basically are just like,
No, not anymore.
can we just like have this place to hang out after you guys are gone, and this will just be our home base?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
LG,
just
didn't
thought-
you? I thought you wanted to go north
Well, soon.
soon.
But there are other kids that used to run with us that I'm hoping get my message and come here and then go with us northwards. But we could wait around to see if Marty's parents show up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would be a lot more difficult going north with other kids. But
I'll
I understand
teach
if you
them
want to
how to
wait.
be strong, like you do.
Yeah. You know that bottle I gave you, you can keep it, right?
Kind of smirks. You were never getting it back.
Yeah.
Well, you seemed very open about giving us a crow back.
Oops. I drew on
I
my
don't-
shirt.
Like birds.
He just hates birds. You scare the shit out of him.
Well, understandable.
By the way, this whole time, while you guys are like talking, and then you look down at LG, and they're off to the side. They're not just like below you on their feet. LG is practicing knots, like Soren was showing him for the tent.
And you know what? You'll figure it out. Figure it out. No need to worry you. All right.
We'll be fine. Maybe you'll run into us again. We'll be much bigger and stronger.
Yes, hopefully. Maybe.
Till we meet again, I guess.
Well, technically we're sleeping here tonight, so we don't have to say our goodbyes just yet.
Yeah, they're just like, wait, are you kicking us out? Yeah. It's been great.
Oh, we are sitting here tonight now?
I don't know.
I think so.
I think we're staying the night and then leaving as soon as we wake up.
The crack it down.
Sorry.
Yes. Or, yeah, as soon as... I don't know about
We
crack
say
it
our
down,
goodbyes and then we
that's in,
leave.
like 5 hours, but like I will
Really?
like my 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, at least.
It is 1 in the morning right now.
I mean, I would be fine just getting a short rest, but that's just,
What else is
Well, Soren, we're not all heroes like you.
I'm not saying I'm a hero. I'm just saying that I have one spell
My
slot and it can
God.
be used for some things.
Are you going to the tavern now? Or are you guys just leaving from here in the morning?
I'm gonna sleep on it and decide in the morning.
Okay. Well, as you all head down for the night. Oh, always.
Yeah, I was gonna. I always get it at the last second.
Always the last second.
As
You got it.
as we're going down for the night, Amon is going to look at Nico and is gonna, just as he walks to her, just go, "You mind help me keep a fire for tonight? It's getting a little chilly."
Sounds good. I have stuff to work on anyway.
And I wanna take a watch with Nico.
Sure.
As you guys are going to like settling down, Kuno comes over with the pot of ooze and drops it down beside Nico.
Ooh!
I guess you wanted to get the start.
Absolutely. And I'll slap on some goggles.
Okay.
Unless anybody wants to do anything else before we take the watch. A couple hours, like
Nothing
enough hours
before
in
you,
where,
something after you.
yeah, enough hours in to Amon knows that pretty much everyone else is asleep. And while Nico is tinkering with the ooze or whatever else she's working on in projects, Amon stoking the fire is just going to say, only loud enough for Nico to hear, "I'm going to talk, and you are going to listen. Do you understand?"
Well, that's unnecessarily threatening. I understand. I don't know if I'll listen.
You'll
Go
want
ahead.
to. I have made people vanish. Taken down those who thought themselves equal to gods. Demigods, whatever. I've seen Fae fall, wither, and disappear in their immortality. You do not know what I'm capable of. And if you ever put my family at risk again because you took a calculated risk on someone else's life, I will make sure you are never seen again.
Fair. That seems like a deal. How are you
I'm glad we
here
understand
if
each
you
other.
deal with demigods then? If you're that powerful, how are you
demigods?
Right. Sure. I understand you. I'm not dying because people refuse to make decisions. I'm not dying because people can't do what's necessary. But, all right. No one will die directly by my mistake. I can't see, genuinely. I'm just very small, so, you know, it's 100-foot line.
And take 5 seconds to walk around the object you can't see around.
Right. It's noted. I'm necessarily menacing, though. You know, you don't always have to threaten people. And I do a lot of threatening.
What I'm good at.
That's it, eh?
It's the only thing I'm really good at.
All right.
But I'm damn good at it.
I'll just snicker and then go back to my experimentation.
Yeah, give me a... What are you experimenting on?
After just kind of... I'll take some samples of the goo and tuck that away. I'm going to continue Mork's brain patch.
I love the name. It's gonna be the official item name. Mork's magnificent brain patch. Give me a tinkering check. I'll let you use intelligence on this.
I don't have any importance left. Solid meh. It's an intelligence.
Yeah, so be intelligence plus proficiency.
Yes, and do I get additional +1?
Y'all.
My glove. Okay. 19.
You're getting a lot more confident in your designs. You've moved past the prototype stage. As you've been tinkering over the last, in between all the chaos of the last couple days, because it's only been a handful of days since you guys arrived in Bros, started to experiment with some of the moonstone from the cart that you guys gathered. I mean, about 150 pounds of each, give or take, I think is what you guys ended up hauling away, which is a ton of moonstone and titanium. There's a certain property, something you're very familiar with, where you're originally from, not Flintgate. A entire species has been founded on Moonstone. This seemingly sentient rock-like material that shares so many odd properties with organic matter. You think, hey, maybe the lack of consciousness that your dear companion Mork is missing can be reignited. Bit of moonstone. You begin to, similar to your own hand apparatus, build a mesh that will attach to the inside of Mork's damaged socket. Kind of like a band-aid on the inside of this otherwise relatively plain metal patch that you're making. And an attempt might be made in the future to trick the Moonstone into thinking, into gaining sentience, or maybe restoring Mork's sentience. What he once was, maybe. Hopefully without the couple spooky things you've learned about monodrones and their overarching nature when they are reconnected to their original purpose. But you are very satisfied even after this threat that was made upon you that still got Mork. And you're closer and closer to maybe finding out what his deal is. The watch goes by relatively quiet after that conversation. You spend most of your time on your research and testing, and it's really the fine detail of that mesh. Moonstone is an organic adjacent substance, but is still rock, so refining it into a lattice work mesh net is time consuming and delicate. Who's taking second watch?
I can.
Sorry? Okay.
And Kuno.
The brothers. Okay. Nico and Mon head back to their private areas, and the two of you basically sitting on the living room couch, or what is left of that, with a small fire going. Just have some time to discuss next steps.
So, what are we going to do once we get to Bashir?
I suppose we don't know the layout of the town. We don't know how big it is. We don't know where to look. We just know that she might be there, and if she isn't, then I guess like 2 passing ships in the night. We help Aqua, maybe. That's what we agreed to. We didn't agree to lingering throughout Ryerson.
Mm-hmm.
Though we have some time, not much, not a lot at all, given her timeline. But maybe we can at least get some leads. That's why we can come back if she is there or she has moved on. Hopefully we can find her there. That would be the easiest task, but convincing, I don't know what I want anymore, who I want to help.
I don't know if we should bring her back.
I don't know if we can bring her back. What would we do to convince her to travel across the country without tying her up? I don't want to tie my own mother up.
I don't want to lie to her either.
No. We don't even know, we technically can't even tell her the truth because we don't exactly rightfully know what Father wants with her. So I am curious. Maybe she might know what he would want with her, seeing as he has tasked us with finding her. I know one thing. I think I will know my answer when we do find her, of what I'm going to do.
I as well. But I worry about something.
What are you worried about?
Do you think Elvin will be waiting for there? In Bashir?
I don't know. You haven't before. How often would you talk to him? Would you see him?
As of recent, while we were traveling on a weekly basis.
I knew.
So it slowed down when we found gases.
I knew you weren't really subtle about it. When you would talk to him, when you would be up late at night. Some on occasion, it would just be a word here, but I had my assumptions, but your business is your business. But if he is there, what are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm more worried about what he would do to me. I escaped his trap.
Yeah. But now that I know about him, now that we, all of us, have some various knowledge about him, he has to be more clever than before. You aren't by yourself. He knows that. He knows that.
Uno will kind of summon calcine into his hand, kind of look at it and let it and then look up at Soren. I wonder if calcine could help.
Most likely. But you can't let that entity stop you. Whatever they are. You have me on your side. And I am not scared of some child or someone pretending to be a child. I think Eowyn knows if I see him, he is dead. Or at least whatever that is for him, unless he is already dead.
I don't remember how it ended really.
I just know it seemed we didn't see, never mind, it doesn't matter.
You saw him briefly.
Yeah, it seemed that he was displeased with you leaving him. Whether that is anger now, resentment, it can build. I don't know what his plans are you for, or is that other man? Did you tell Soren about that or no? I'm assuming so, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or was that other man that was with you? How he knows about those things underneath our home.
Mm-hmm.
And what they have to do with anything. But I am curious.
Perhaps Monza will know.
I hope. At least answer some questions. Because Lord knows our father will never answer any question of ours.
Have I told you that calcine speaks to me?
Have you? If you have,
I don't think you. I told Nico.
I mean, how so?
It whispers, but it does not tempt me with anything. No deals like Nile.
The shade.
And I wouldn't take, and if it does, do not take any deals with something you don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we've technically already made one pact. You don't need any other.
Only went to the one true, the true one.
The one true God.
The one true God.
Katara.
Hold up our chains.
Bless up.
Yeah.
Bless up. No, you haven't. Why? Do you know why it what it is, why it's talking all of a sudden.
It is a very old weapon from before Moses' fall. Or Moses' mercy.
I was about to say, yeah. But usually weapons don't talk. They'll just, no matter how old they are.
I believe it's from the war. Some general used it. His name Kelsey.
General Kelsey. And is it that general who is in the blade?
No, it is a woman.
Well, just because you're a general doesn't mean you.
Was it?
Kuno does it again.
Kuno's not good at social constructs.
I mean, it's a general. Is this general a male?
I was thinking of General Deathbringer when you said general. That's why I said
yeah.
Not a woman.
Yeah. Is this general? Was it? Do you know what? If this general was, like, you know for certain that it's not. It's the same, one and the same.
I believe not. I believe Nico and I looked into it at one of the libraries, and we found that Kelsey was originally part of Kyle's army, but was the first to betray her. And this was their weapon.
And do you think? Why do you think we have it?
Perhaps the people who gave it to us did not know what it was.
Yes, but it's too. Never mind. Soren's plotting now. So, would this weapon have an effect on, do you think, a deity?
Yeah. It was made to kill gods.
Okay.
But
What?
you have that look about you. No questions, you're just thinking about something.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a lot of things, Kuno. I'm trying to think of what this all means, what is next, what happens if we fail. And what I want. Not what Father wants, what Katara wants, but what I want. And that is tough to figure out. You know?
I see that. You will figure it out, so.
Do you have an idea of what you want?
No. So I don't really know what it had in the past, so I don't know what to look for. I don't think we had much of an upbringing, so.
Oh, it was more of a just a treated as an inconvenience or a tool rather than what it seems to be that a few of our companions were treated as children. It's kind of eerie and like weird to look at the differences in how people were raised.
You know, the way you acted with LG back there, I think that is the nicest I've seen you act to a child before.
I mean, I was nice to you.
Nah, but I was your brother.
Yeah. Well.
And even then, you weren't very nice to me at times.
Yeah, well, you know, when you are being watched by, at all times for the most part, or at least someone who would figure out what you are doing at all times, you kind of have to put on some sort of act.
You think those kids will be okay? At least things should return to normal.
I think they'll figure things out. At least I hope.
I'm just trying to think. It's really only the kids that remember that weren't oozes, right? Like there weren't that many people that were left that weren't.
There was like a good amount of kids. Like as things got worse, I think some of the kids didn't they try to convince LG and Marty to go to the church and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You have put together, especially now being freed of the collective, that the so to say infrastructure available in a child's brain does not support the collective's requirements to be able to, you know, manipulate them and control.
They don't got that frontal lobe, baby.
Exactly. They're immune because they're too stupid
No lobe,
to be part of the
collective.
No lobe.
Exactly.
No. You ain't.
No
if you
entry.
ain't got a lobe, you ain't part of the club.
There you go. As you guys wind down for the night, Kuno, before you fall asleep, you're just kind of like relaxing and kind of unwinding a little bit from everything, the aches in your muscles, the expenditure of magic, which for you was, you know, quite a lot with your lay on hands abilities, your divine senses. You're feeling a little tapped or close to it.
Mm-hmm.
You're reviewing the conversation you just had with your brother in your head and committing to memory some of the things he said. You've never heard Soren question himself, what he wants and what his future might be, and it's something you're putting a lot of, you know, attention onto. You are kind of re-listening to the conversation in your head, and when you say that the weapon was designed to kill a god, when you hear it in your head, you didn't say kill. You said shatter. You complete a long rest. Moss.
Hello.
Make a stealth check.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm gonna roll the other dice. Not this person.
Because I never dropped. I mean, I put the fake face back on, but I never put my real face back on.
The ASMR Doom Tower dice.
Please and thank you.
Stealth. You know, oh god, where's my character sheet? No.
So good.
Fuck.
It's really no.
Boss, you better roll good.
Wait, I also can play long rest?
As you take 37 piercing damage.
It's not the worst thing ever. I just had to check my 14.
14. Niall, you hear the door open. You wake up ever so slightly as you see the towering figure of Moss. Not looming over you, but enter the room. You stir ever so slightly.
Could I actually, as I enter Niall's room, turn invisible? Use my hidden step?
Yeah. You said you were doing that as you walking in. Niall, you open your eyes and hear the door creak open. A little bit of light, not a lot, from downstairs from the fire.
Crowd.
Or is that muted? Reaching for my gun, slowly pulling it out.
It's reloaded. You must have done it when you got home. You don't remember.
Kind of looking and sitting up, just like ready to kill if I have to.
Moss, you have 5 seconds.
Yeah. You just hear shh from
You're gonna get shot, dude. You're gonna get shot in the face.
I'm only invisible for 6 seconds.
Yeah. It's literally like as you see Moss's form appear close to you. Seconds before you shoot him in the face.
Don't fucking shoot me. I was just checking on you. You can go back to sleep. I'll leave you alone.
Whatever.
You can insight check that if you want, but he's definitely lying to your face.
Bear says to Club.
You never know.
You can try to insight check. I think.
Actually, I think
you never know.
I think I'm gonna give this like Niall's passive insight. You're just
he's not awake enough to insight someone.
Yeah, the bullshit meter is going off. Moss doesn't just creep into people's rooms at night for no reason. You've seen what he does.
Yeah, it's like when you wake up and you can't understand like the first couple sentences that someone says to you.
Niall just seems like
I mean you no harm, he says menacingly over your bed. But yeah, your passive insight, your bullshit meter's going off.
Is there an actual reason why you're here, or is it just to stare at me?
Probably just to look and make sure you don't turn into ooze, really. No.
There's nothing oozy about me yet, and I still don't have the urge to collect people, so.
Right. How have you been sleeping lately?
This is the worst doctor's appointment you've ever attended.
Well, I didn't intend for them to wake up.
No, it's fair. It's perfect.
And I can't exactly put them to sleep. You know, suspiciously enough, I lack that specific ability.
So you can't put me to sleep. I'm a half elf.
That's great. That's great. Also,
that was the other thing I was thinking about was, but yeah, no, and also the fact that your sister walked out on you after you practically just gave yourself over to a hive mind. Look, I was gonna honestly try to have this conversation while you were asleep, so you could still sleep, but I wasn't exactly quiet.
Awake now, so whatever.
Right, well, why don't you just go back to sleep and we can talk in the morning or something?
Are you still gonna sit next to me, or?
I mean, I didn't plan to, but I can if you want me to.
I'd prefer if you didn't, but...
That's what I figured.
Thanks for checking on me, I suppose.
Boss slowly walks backwards out.
Just goes through the wall.
It's so funny. Just like nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
It's great.
And then is literally going to wait until Niall falls asleep again. And then go into the Reaper form, not my form, so I have actually better stealth. I probably should have rolled with that and not my own stealth, huh?
You're gonna attempt to go back into the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just keeps going over and over again.
Yeah. It happens again, it's game over.
No, you still asleep?
Might as well just shoot me.
I'll just be like, what the hell are you doing?
What'd you get, Moss?
Oh, right, yeah. So, yeah. Well, that's much better. That's considerably better. That is, where is it? 21.
Yeah. You.
I don't have a better stealth on the thing. Okay, and then as Niall's asleep, I'm going to try and... I'm not going to feast on their dreams or anything, but I'm going to try and open their dreams and, you know,
let me
climb in the dreams.
Yeah.
The dreamscape.
Dreamscape join. You are sitting in a wooden chair at a table.
Right.
And across the table from you is Niall, staring at you with an eyebrow raised. But it's not exactly Niall.
Oh.
All along Niall's throat and chin and jaw and up to their cheekbones are many mouths.
Who might you be?
Niall, you hear this?
Oh.
Niall.
Right, well, that's mildly terrifying. Look, I was here to give you a better dream than you were likely going to have. I didn't expect the whole dramatic table and interrogation, but it seems something else is definitely keeping you stuck in here. Are your dreams normally this dark and dreary?
Not in this flavor, but yes.
As Niall is talking, all the mouths are as well. In different pitches, different tones, different ranges. Masculine voices, feminine voices, indistinguishable voices. In perfect unison.
What happened to letting everyone go?
I did.
You don't look like it.
I don't know how it's supposed to work.
Can I, pick apart any sort of, conscious thought or anything from the other voices? Like, is there any auras besides Niall's present in them?
As you're kind of looking around and trying to flip between the physical realm and the aura realm that you're able to see into, the only two things you notice are the room that you're in is a series of completely empty shelves, like bookcases or wardrobes or whatnot, and it's just Niall, and Niall believes what he's saying.
Interesting. Moss is going to cast Major Image to make the surroundings look like a pleasant garden. Just this is horrible.
And then you exit the dream.
Bye, Niall.
Goodbye. You guys all complete a long rest otherwise, Niall, yourself included. Although when you wake up, you have this odd sensation that you've been lied to.
Oh.
Like by someone or just?
Yeah, you're just not intuitive enough to really put, but somebody lied to you. You can feel that frustration just in the back of your eyes when you wake up, that silent rage. But you all finally complete a long rest. It is the 20th event tour. The storm has broken and disappeared. The sun is out and bright yellow and white light surrounds your chambers.
Oh, I feel so weak.
I feel so weak. And yes, I need y'all to make Fey Plague rolls, please.
Yay! I missed it.
It's been a minute, y'all.
It's been a minute, y'all.
It's been so long. Oh, getting back into the swing of things, rolling high as usual.
Oh no. You got a 2, so nothing for you.
Where's
Club,
the table?
I gotta
I can tell you. I got it open.
See the table here.
Unless you want to specifically use the table.
Vanished.
Just because it's cool.
I just want to find it in general.
I might have yeeted the table. Hold on 1 second.
It's on D&D Beyond's character sheets if you go into feats, but if you're only using
I hit the tables tab by accident because I meant to move the roll table. You might have to refresh,
perfect.
But it'll.
I know what's wrong with me today.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6, so I'm rattled by coughing and choking on my breath.
Coughing and choking. Disadvantage on stealth and charisma checks.
It's just asthma, don't worry.
No, it just has a little bronchitis.
What did you roll, Kuno? I can tell you your result. You might have to refresh Foundry for it to show up so I can just read it for you.
You're also muted.
You're also muted.
I rolled a 9, so I'm glowing.
9!
You were.
I'm bright like a
That's 9.
And also
that's
my
great.
spells kind of suck now, but
yeah, your DC decreases.
Hopefully, we'll be fighting today.
Would that? Oh, never mind. It doesn't.
I don't have any spells that have a spell save DC anyway, so it's fine.
But your spell attacks. So like, I guess that doesn't. I guess that doesn't really affect you at all. You're just glowing.
You're just sparkly. You're Edward Cullen today.
Soren, you wake up, you're like, wait, is it like, I thought we went to bed at 1.
Nico, what did you roll? I saw you make a face.
10.
Oh no medal for you today.
No medal for me.
Mark!
He's not made of iron. He's not made of iron, right?
But he's made of metal.
And other metals.
Scott said it was any metal.
Specifically says iron.
It does, but
iron and
other metals.
Just have one of us hold on to Mark for the day.
Put him in a wooden case.
I have so many things all over my body that are metal.
Yeah, but you can give those to someone to hold for the day. It would just be more.
My glove?
Oh yeah, your glove. You're kind of fucked. Yeah. Yeah. So you have a -4 to your con score.
Yeah, I mean, at least you don't have metal in your skull like Soren does.
Sure.
A -4 to a con as a wizard. I think you're just dead, right?
I am not actually. I'm quite beat.
Oh,
Wait, don't I have metal in my head too?
Yes, you do. You have a bullet there.
I gotta get that.
Yeah, but my metal was by choice. Yours wasn't.
That's true.
I just realized I made that connection.
-4, your con is now 13 or a +1, so you have 32 hit points for the day. So from a long rest, you gain 1 hit point.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. That's brutal.
I feel great.
Same.
Yeah, honestly, I feel fine too.
Oh no, you are glowing.
Yeah, you keep saying that, and it's a compliment.
The great part is, Kuno, is that it's mostly your teeth. So every time you talk, it's just like just throwing light everywhere.
You guys can see
like
Kuno
sparklers.
in the dark. It's his teeth.
His mouth is glowing. Yeah.
All
right, you guys wake up in the morning. LG and Morty are gone.
Is there any notes or anything?
Morty or Marty?
Marty, sorry. I keep calling him Morty, you fuckers. That's my fault.
No, I'm just thinking, he took the robot? What?
You do find a note. Not so much a note.
More of probably
like a symbol carved into the door.
It's a middle finger.
Fuck you guys.
No, it's not quite a middle finger. I just want to make sure I get the description right.
Ooh.
Just imagining a middle finger.
It is a surprisingly accurate depiction of a masquerade mask.
Yo!
That's what I bet.
And
That's what I thought too,
below the symbol is both of y'all's amulets sitting on the ground.
We must have slept really hard.
Real hard. You guys were fucking tired.
I don't know how he knew which tent was ours.
The one that was probably glowing.
Yeah, at 4 a.m. when the sun officially sets, he just starts glowing.
I don't know what you were talking about, this glowing stuff.
You usually tend to smile when you sleep, so.
That's creepy as hell.
No, I feel like Kudo just has like a slight smirk, like his mouth is like slightly open.
He just sleeps like this. Like he has one of those dental mouth guards open that keep your mouth open.
Arm, like pulling his cheek, but it's like.
Yeah, there you go, Nick. I'm gonna clip that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just like predators.
You just pull your face open.
Back, your camera censored that.
It's great. It's so good. But yeah, you guys wake up in the morning. You guys notice that symbol. And your medallions, which I'm sure you collect immediately.
Yeah.
It is the 20th event tour.
Yeah. Honestly, that's really nice to see. Just they took right to it. Usually it takes a little bit. Didn't even have to like. Yeah, I didn't even have to ask them. I just showed them.
You know, and it makes me think that our father didn't have to go through all the stuff he had to do to get the cephalic guitar.
I think based on our blood, we don't have a choice into who we follow.
This is fair.
But
sorry, guitar.
My bad. Yeah, party wakes up. You guys all meet in the abandoned living room.
Sorry, I'm trying to read this. Emma Bonwall? Sorry, that city up there.
Hey, there's some funky orcish cities up there.
Yeah.
Emosh, and then Bashir.
Yeah. I think Soren. Look at my freaking. Look at my character sheet. Oh, that's not the right character sheet. Look at my character sheet. I think Soren ties a pouch with like 16 gold in it, or 15 gold, and just like ties it to the door handle, like with the.
Okay.
Because
15 gold.
Yeah, so I'm gonna subtract that from my character sheet. So I'm at 600 and.
You guys are loaded still.
Oh, I'm not. I'm almost broke.
The party is loaded.
Oh, yes, the party's loaded.
Combined, you guys have like 3,300 gold.
I'm the poorest.
No, you're not. Nihilus.
Now I bought all those bullets, even though I gave him some money to buy more bullets too.
Bullets are expensive.
They're very expensive.
In this economy?
It's expensive to be
Sharpshooter.
a baby girl.
It is expensive to be a baby girl. It's rough economy.
I was gonna say girly pop, but I was like, that's not the word I'm looking for.
Nah, he's totally a baby girl.
Yeah.
God damn it. What's the plan? Lost and found?
I'm going to say goodbye to my parents.
Hey, attaboy.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
You like walk down and stop at the base of the stairs. I'm going to say goodbye to my parents. And everyone's like, yay! And you just walk out.
Yay!
You just
Family
fucking leave.
reunion.
Do you go alone?
I can hold your hand.
Just silently takes her hand. Doesn't say anything.
Siblings. This is my brother. This is my sister.
We are siblings and we care for each other.
All right, the two of you head to the tavern, to your parents' house.
Yes. The tavern, because I'm assuming they're going to be there.
Okay. While those two leave, what are the rest of you guys doing to prep for the day?
I'm just, I guess, packing up our stuff.
Yeah, I imagine everyone's rested and, for the most part, minus Nico, fully back to normal health. Nico's looking a little gangly, maybe a little rough around the edges, but everyone's a little sore. I think you guys haven't fought in a while.
I feel
not
great.
A full fight like that.
So does Mon.
I don't think I had to like strain myself at all during the
Yeah, I still had spell slots left. Like, I was
feeling limber.
You two are making breakfast in the kitchen for everyone while everyone else is like, ugh. Even the brothers.
That's great because Moss is like, how do you make food?
I've only ever made like
the dead guy and Moss are making breakfast.
the one who can't eat and the one who doesn't like cook.
The one who didn't need to eat.
Guys, you could have just asked for help.
You guys get a lot of really burnt bread for breakfast.
I think this was an important learning moment as I do now need to consume mortal food. You know, it is, however, tastes terrible. All of it. Please tell me what I did wrong.
Doesn't I have that spice pouch thing?
You do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they left.
Does it get rid of the taste of burnt?
Uno's turn.
Does it get rid of the taste of burnt? I don't know. I'd hope so. Because it smells awful.
It just smells like
really
shit. It is
does.
like, it's like
I was
cinnamon.
trying to, I was trying to ignore it for a long time and accepting the process. I hear that a lot from people who cook. Just trust the process. This is not one of those moments.
Well, now you know that it isn't cooked that long. Both of you.
Oh, no, we tried to cook it faster, so we increased the heat.
Yeah.
This happened in a matter of
the ceiling is charred?
There's some,
yes.
some charcoal.
We
blowtorch the bread.
We've only been at this for like the last 10 minutes. This happened almost immediately.
When we got the bacon in the pan, I didn't really know how to start a fire like in the stove, so I kind of just cast firebolt at the bacon.
Which set all of the bacon on fire.
Yeah.
Turns out bacon grease highly flammable.
I didn't know that.
And then I pour water on it.
And I put water on it.
That just made it worse.
And that's why everyone's dead.
The house is burnt down.
Orange just like
We just come back and there's no house anymore.
No, at that point it'd be the whole neighborhood because it's all abandoned.
The two oldest party members don't know how to cook.
Soren just shakes his head and walks out. It's like, there's no helping this.
There's no helping this. Aqua
how do you make
and
broth?
Nico, or Niall, sorry. You guys arrive at the tavern. And it's a bit of a queue to get in. There is a hired muscle outside the tavern, basically preventing people from rushing in after what you've heard of last night's events. Eventually, the person watching the door notices you, Niall, as a member of the family and lets you in. The tavern is packed. And nobody is drinking, everybody is eating. In fact, your family, or your parents, ran out of plates a while ago. Most people are eating bacon and eggs out of a cup with like a piece of metal to like poke it and eat it.
I thought you were gonna say straw.
There's no straws in Patria.
Doesn't exist yet.
Keep the sea turtles alive. You notice your parents behind the bar, actively throwing food at people and taking empty plates away. You hear a voice coming from the back room, yelling at your father to stop stacking the plates, blah, 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 blah. Make sure you clear the plate off before you stack it so I don't wash the fucking leftover bones out of the meal, as your sister appears to be on wash duty.
You okay, Niall?
Starts like backing away.
Do you... Do you want me to say something? I can just repeat a message if you want. To make it easier.
I'm not a child. I can do it myself.
I wasn't indicating that.
No, I'm just acting like one.
No. Your sister hit you pretty fucking hard. I didn't like it, but like...
And she shot you.
Yeah, we're gonna... I'm gonna try to forget that one, or else I'll kill her. Okay. Well... Is there anything else I can help with, or...
Just... stay here. Don't leave.
I never leave you, Niall. I'll always be with you forever and always. We're siblings now. You said so.
I did.
Yeah. Niall, was that a smile?
I can smile sometimes. It's not a rare occurrence.
I know, but it's amazing. You have a very pretty smile.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm literally right behind you.
Okay, you go to the...
I'm gonna slowly, trying not to show my nervousness, approach.
They don't notice you for a while. You're very busy. Eventually, your mother catches your eye. Oh, sorry, Elle said you'd left already.
I wanted to say goodbye first.
Father kind of looks at you, having noticed your mother catching your eye. It's all right. Know you've got other people out there waiting for you. Just come back in one piece.
I will.
Be safe.
I love you both. And even if Elle doesn't want to talk to me, I love her too.
Sure she knows it. We love you too. Do us a favor. When you get to wherever it is you're going, write us sometime.
I will. I won't leave you in the dark anymore.
You accept bird or some kind of animal?
Sorry, what?
Well, if Niall's in a place where a letter can't be sent, are you able to accept a bird or some kind of animal?
You guys know where to find us, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, just checking.
Your parents are quickly whisked back to the work.
I'm just gonna stare back at where Val is for a moment and then get ready to leave.
Okay. You're not gone long, the two of you. By the time you reach the charcoaled encampment building, abandoned property that you guys woke up in.
What the hell happened here?
The rest of the party is mostly packed up after eating whatever breakfast was there for them.
Soren just went and ended up making his own breakfast.
Yeah, Soren's outside. And everyone else.
We tried. Everybody else was, feeling miserable, so we tried to cook breakfast. But I haven't had to eat before in 349 years, and Mon isn't technically alive, so cooking isn't really an important skill for us.
I put butter on both sides of the bread, and he gives you a piece of bread that's just covered in butter.
Okay. How about for future reference, I'll give you some cooking lessons so this doesn't happen again.
Amon, you have,
and I grabbed the I grabbed the.
Amon, you have eaten before, right? Like eaten, you remember the act of it?
It's been a while, I guess.
I've never cooked.
All right, well, my parents own a tavern, so I think a couple of lessons might be useful.
Okay.
Nico's just like, yes, please.
I'm eating the butter.
I will say, just a fully thick layer of butter bread.
So
I would say
gross.
Amon has been going out of his way to avoid Nico all morning.
Oh, we're doing that dance.
Spicy.
Ooh.
I will
Aqua would have
gracefully
noticed that,
pretend
right?
nothing is wrong.
All right.
Amon isn't acting disgusted around Nico or anything. It's just literally whenever Nico would enter a room, Amon would just stay on the opposite side.
Which makes it really awkward when Nico enters the kitchen and you just walk out.
Yeah, Amon's like in the corner.
Moss is like, wait, you're supposed to grab the... And it just... Yeah, it just bursts into flames.
They have to keep a certain distance away from each other at all times. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to try this potato? I don't know what, I think the center's still good.
Oh,
Aqua!
no.
Aqua, you pick up a rock. Or so you thought.
Oh. Is this a new rock?
You twist it
There's
open from
butter on
inside.
it.
There's a little nugget that's
I'm starting
still
to think you don't know how butter works.
edible.
Butter doesn't just make anything edible.
That's what Amon said it did, though.
That's not what butter does.
I mean, it does taste nice.
Butter tastes good, but it doesn't make something food. You can't apply butter to a tree and eat
it. Tastes nice, Aqua? Because I think.
Wait till Niall finds out that there's magical butter that just makes anything food.
There is
that would be great.
There's a butter in the Feywild. You put it on a piece of bark, and that bark is in the carrot cake.
That doesn't. What?
Carrot cake. You don't put butter on carrot cake.
It only makes carrot cake.
It just doesn't make anything else.
It's whatever you're thinking of. It's just
Amon was genuinely mystified that the
very
burnt
impressive.
food did not
Amon
turn
only
into
thinks about
carrot cake.
butter.
All right.
I really like carrot cake. Okay.
Carrot
When
cake
he
is
used to
great, and it's served at every single service in the Feywild. I am a little bit sick of it, I'm not gonna lie. Every single function, every single meeting, every single...
Wedding cakes, a
so
carrot
much
cake.
carrot cake.
All right, can we go?
Yes. I thought we were already like,
No, this is
in
pack
love
up
with-
time. This is pack up time. You guys are off to see.
I think Soren is
Bashir?
ready. Like Soren's like ready.
Soren
Like,
standing at the door, please.
Just waiting to
We've been ready. We just made a mess of all the kitchen supplies.
Yeah, you need
Do
to
you
good thing
guys,
no one lives here.
do you
Well,
guys
they're gonna use
have
it.
a map? I can't remember.
I don't think we have a map.
I thought
All we have, I think it's just Niall's
Someone was
memory of
able to
how-
determine how many days to Barras it was.
I believe I have a map.
Wait, no, I would have had a map of at least the Anzal Kingdom from when I was with my gang. I don't know.
Remember
if we took that with
I
us
think it
or
was
not.
Nico who was able to determine how long it would take to get from Flinkgate to
I
Barras.
think we did get a
remember that.
map from the gang
Well,
for the hideout.
I thought
also-
it was.
Got a
We'll
map
have
from.
to- We'll have to can see what we can find in the notes because I do not remember that. but
No,
I could
it
be
was
mistaken.
Niall guiding us from Flintgate
Yeah, 'cause
to
I-
Barras because
I knew how to get there because I went there before.
right.
So I think all we really have is the knowledge of.
Because you had
what
a
I would
map
have
of
to go.
Flintgate.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
We have no map
Yeah.
So all we have
No
is just
map.
my intuition, pretty much.
from
Dog
You
Flintgate
know-
to
navigation.
Barras.
You know north. Oh, I'm just determining how hard the travel checks are going to be because you know
That's
it's
a fair-
north.
Because I know it's
And
north, but I
and
don't
it's
know like
coastal.
how north.
Well, you know it's north and it's coastal. So if you go straight north and then
Do we
go
wanna
west
look
from
for a
there
map
along the coast,
person?
you
We might end up there. Maybe
eventually-
we'll find a map along the way. Who
I was
knows?
gonna say before we
Would anyone have actual maps
Before
in this
we
town
leave,
this year?
I know the recruitment office might, or the army might.
The
They should have
barracks would
maps.
probably have a map of enemy
yeah.
locations, such as the capital of the enemy.
Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, so I was gonna say before we leave, me and Moss could work our detective magic with the
Ooh,
captain.
Captain. Yep.
Try and
Please
get a
go.
map.
Hopefully he's still alive.
Yeah, you can get nuked.
Yeah, true.
You guys head to the barracks. The rest of you staying put,
Mhm.
waiting for them to come back.
Play patty cake.
Sure. Okay, the two of you head off. For the sake of brevity, it does take some time to get to the barracks, just due to the lineup. You managed to sweet talk past an officer to go up to the main gate and request the captain's presence rather than waiting in the massive queue. You two, how's the case going?
Well, mighty fine, as you can see. And he gestures to the large number of people. Seem to have helped in getting the populace back in working order.
Yeah, so
Kind of raises
we
an
told you
eyebrow.
pretty.
You made
Okay,
everyone
well,
hungry?
No, okay, Amon, remember we told them everything.
Yeah, we told them about the ooze and everything. so-
Yeah, right. So, we found the central ooze, right? The big one that was in charge of all the other ooze,
Sure.
and it's gone. And now everyone's back to normal. But while they were being controlled by the ooze, it was starving them out slowly to save food. Or because it was eating their food.
Right.
So now
And who
everybody's
was-
free and hungry again.
Who was this central being that was operating?
Oh, right, yeah, it was the preacher, the priest in the... I mean, I don't know if it was him, but that was its primary disguise. It wasn't any humanoid entity.
And you guys killed this creature?
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, I suppose. I mean, you've kind of created a different problem. Although, weirdly enough, some of the people who were grabbing food from us were on our list of missing people.
Yeah, they were
So
hiding. The ooze was also hiding your recruitees from you because it wanted to keep its collection.
Interesting. He takes some notes and proceeds to ask you a couple of questions, kind of about, you know, who you ran into, who may have been working with them. And he asked if there was any accomplice or anyone on the outside that was helping drive this force or brought this force here, maybe.
Not to our knowledge.
Amon is keeping L's name out of his mouth. Yeah.
We don't know how it got here or if it had any help. It seemed to be pretty intelligent on its own rights.
Right.
Almost.
Give me deception checks.
Yeah.
Character sheet.
Oh,
it's the wrong.
Good lord!
It jumped out of the dice tray.
I need to stop using. Digital dice. They've been fucking me.
26.
What do we get? 26. Okay.
18 plus 8.
10.
10 from Amon. An average of 14, 13.
No.
Okay. Yeah, is that all? You just came to report, or did you guys need something? You guys sticking around in town for a while?
Oh no, we're leaving.
Yeah, we're heading out, but we seem to have lost the map that we had when we came in. We were hoping maybe you either knew where we could get one or.
Can't really go around borrowing out our maps. We don't carry a lot of duplicates, but where are you guys heading? Maybe I can help narrow that down. At least give you access to the map to study, but I don't think I can grant you to take a map.
Right, yeah, maybe we just copy down our course.
Sure, yeah, and he brings you in. He proceeds to show you a map solely of the Anzal Republic. It does not show any of the enemy positioning, anything outside of the Anzal Republic and the Outer Lands.
Do you happen to have anything for up north? We're traveling to take care of some family business, so.
North, like Dave Wharf, or?
Closer to Ebenwall. Not exactly, but close.
Raises an eyebrow.
We're going up north to charter a boat south for a trip. We didn't want to walk.
Fair enough. For that, well, the northern docks are not too accessible this time of year, with Bashir controlling most of the northern passageways.
Do you think we could sneak into Bashir somehow? Like, would we need to be worried if we posed as regular people?
Must inform you that due to our respect for the safety of those who find themselves within the Anzal Republic, it is illegal to travel westward.
Oh, it's illegal to travel
for safety.
That way.
It is a semi-active war zone, after all.
Fair enough. Right. So northward, or did you say westward?
Yeah, and he shows you kind of like where the edge of the Anzal Republic is. And it goes northward all the way to Ebenwall. But it cuts off, and in fact, it does not show any of this route at all. That this part of the route is just not on his map at all. all of this.
Right. Well, we'll just
Now we know
have
how to avoid it.
head east then.
Yeah, I would suggest, I mean, unfortunately, you've kind of gone quite a ways outside of where I'd recommend. Like, in terms of coastal, I think closest would probably be south to Analthere. But that's looking at least a month and a half, if not 2, depending on how you get there. You could swing back to Flintgate and take train. That would cut your journey more than half.
Right.
But that point.
Well, we've got a lot of thinking to do then.
It was worth a shot at least.
Yeah. Appreciate your help and your insight. We'll definitely make sure we don't go into the war zone. That sounds dangerous and dreadful. Do I need to roll for that?
Nah. That's just for the overall. Oh, we have family up north, but actually
and then
we're just
we
trying to
walked
get a
directly
boat to
into
go
the war zone.
south, and then we went. Yeah, it's more of just a general how much he cares about the questions you're asking.
Yeah.
All right, you guys head away from the
I guess
barracks
he probably doesn't
empty-handed.
have much interest to arresting us, seeing as we just saved the town supposedly.
He owed you a favor. He was able to answer those questions at least, but he will not give you information on where the enemy capital is.
Oh, right.
Alright, well...
How'd I realize that it was the enemy capital? I might have recommended us looking elsewhere.
Mentioned many times
Guys.
that Bashir is the capital of the Ryerson forces many
times. See, all of these, there's so many more cities here than there is where I'm from.
It's true.
Moss just only listens to ideas that he came up with.
That's true. That's also true.
That's not true.
to be fair, I heard that it was an active war zone, and I knew it was an active war zone. But like,
gotta ask.
I don't really care.
You gotta ask.
I mean,
might as well try.
To be fair, I was kind of just ignoring the whole war thing, but borders are really important during those times.
Yeah. Borders are and they move quite a lot. All right.
Yeah,
on the way back, I was just like, war is just so confusing. He lasts for so long. There's no, like, so weird.
I just feel like
Moss just kind of like a 1,000-yard stare, thinking about the war back home.
Yeah,
I just feel like there's a threat of constant, like almost constant war until like.
Also, we have our horses, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have our horses.
They did not get absorbed by the collective.
I think
you were not part horse.
There's just a bunch of horse faces in the chapel.
Oh God.
Yeah, you guys venture outside the city westward a little bit. Moss and Naman return empty-handed. But with the news that shall you guys cross the border, you will technically be considered fugitives twice over. Once by the detective that is chasing you from Flintgate, and one from the army in Boras that you basically just admitted you were going to cross the border. You know, you may have talked your way out of it, but there's that suspicion going to be there regardless.
You know,
it's going to be great.
But at least they know we're taking a boat somewhere.
Yeah, taking a boat. Yeah, there's only one way to get a boat out of the northern passages, and that's by befriending someone in Bashir.
But we saw like where the battlefields were and where we're like generally we could avoid it, kind of.
Well, the map he showed you specifically did not show you any. Like, it might have well been blacked out. Like, it didn't even include terrain.
I can possibly point out if I see any.
Yeah, you would know your information's a couple years old, but you know the general landscape. And you're heading north. You're not heading directly west. You're not heading directly west, so.
Okay, so roughly where does the border start? Is it this line?
It is. Give or
Oh,
take.
these are roads.
It almost follows that road, though. It's pretty close.
It probably just kisses.
I have an ancient map.
Boras.
It's just, yeah, it does kiss Boras. God damn it.
The war kisses Boras.
To be fair, when I first said it, I didn't realize it until after, so I repeated myself to be more confident.
I'll pull up the map, but in the meantime, you guys can decide what's coming next. Hold on. Saved. Where the hell?
I mean, generally speaking, if we see a large open field of just dirt, probably best to avoid that whole.
Yes.
area.
So
Yeah.
Is that
it's not actively happening right now, so it's on a quote unquote ceasefire.
Yeah,
right
it's
now?
been heating up a little bit, but yes.
But it's like
Right.
not back into the full swing of things.
so? If anything, now's the perfect time to become double fugitives and get to where we need to go.
I mean, it's not like we can become even more of criminals than we already are.
At least,
Exactly, right?
at
This
least
one's way less severe, I
Even
feel
though-
like.
Technically,
Ooh.
if we get caught crossing the border by the enemy, we could become triple fugitives.
You could double it and pass it on to the next one.
Could break that record.
Yeah.
well, I don't know. Fuck it.
Fuck it. We're doing
Let's
it live.
go.
I
Let's
mean,
do
we
it.
gotta get to the shear, so fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, we
Let's-
have to.
I recommend we do it with haste.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because
We
they are
should-
probably also suspicious of us going that direction that they just told us we weren't allowed to go.
Okay.
We
All right.
come up with a cover story for in case we do get caught. We have a concise story about us. We have a bunch of ores, so we could say that we
You're
Yeah.
miners heading home.
merchants.
We could say we are merchants,
Merchants.
but do we need a license? I'm assuming we need some type of merchant license.
Not once we exit the Republic.
Yes, that's true. But I don't know if they would accept merchants crossing their borders either.
We just have to have Moss tell some incredibly improvised lie. We'll be fine.
We're gonna have to find some kind of disguise.
I'm glad you have that much faith in
I
me,
don't, Moss.
but
I don't.
I was just, I was, I didn't need you to say it. I was going to suspend the disbelief here myself, but thank you.
I mean, I'm not even from the Anza Republic, so
That was my point, was
Yeah.
I'm not anywhere from this place.
Yeah,
I
most of
could
us except
convince
for
them
the
that
two of you.
I'm very lost,
just
but
Niall and Nico are from here, so it's just they.
Not to mention that I fought against their army.
Yeah.
You don't look like a soldier.
you're not wearing a uniform or
Worst comes
anything,
to
are
worst.
you?
This is a military coat.
Okay, well, get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Niall's gonna need a wardrobe change. Niall is dressed like a soldier.
Just winter clothes.
Actively.
Say goodbye to your whatever your military clothes or.
Yeah, it's probably been too long anyway.
Worst comes to worst, no one can report us if we don't leave anybody alive.
It's also
Sure.
true.
I'd rather not start a fight in a country we are entering.
Of course. That's not even close to a first option. I'm just saying worst comes to worst.
Yeah, I guess you were right. It
Worst,
wouldn't- Worst. There's plenty of other options before that.
But thank you, I guess, for making it. We will last resort. The usual.
As you guys fade off into the sunrise, sun midday. Yes, Aqua.
I just need to know if I'm still carrying this Chiron or not.
Nah, you can put
Or
it
is
on the
it
back of
walking?
your horse.
Okay,
It can walk
it's
for a little
still-
bit, but it does like 3 on 5 off
It's
type
got those-
thing. It's
It's got those
small.
wobbly knees.
He does have giraffe
So it
wobbly
is
knees.
awake.
Yeah, it wakes up.
Okay,
Yes,
next, I'll have a session with it next session.
yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, you just wait till you can ride it into the sunset and fly.
You retire.
Wait, what? It
Just
flies?
fly all the way to the jungle.
Got wings. They're just very underdeveloped because it's 3 seconds old.
It's a couple minutes old.
It's a
couple
day.
minutes, you're right.
Hey.
As you guys ride off northwards into the day, kind of maybe looping around the church, going that way, in the direction of the horde of risen creatures.
Damn,
We'll
what if they
end-
just...
You just run right into them. We'll end the session there. However, before we leave and close for the year, see you next year, by the way, everybody. Before we end the session, you guys can think on it. You don't have to decide right now, but as a kind of milestone for completing Arc 2 of Campaign 2, and the first full arc with our new addition, Nico, you guys can all put some thought into a feat that you would like to add for session 39.
Level 8 or just a
For
feat in general?
Just a feat that you're going to be adding as a freebie.
Ooh.
Before
Ooh, I might get tough.
everyone comes back swole as shit. Everyone's
Dexterity
Okay,
saving
to be
throws.
Ugh.
Makes sense for me.
We'll put some thought into it. Yeah, for the Bloodmancers, it definitely makes sense. We'll put some thought into it. Talk about it outside of game. But thank you everyone for tuning in and watching us. 39 sessions later. 39 sessions ago, we started in the humble beginnings of a completely changed world from Campaign 1, with maybe some relics of the past sneaking on during the journey. We will resume on the 8th of January 2024. Our recap will be Kim for the first one of 2024. No pressure, no pressure. As we start Arc 3 onwards to Bashir. It's going to be great. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in 3 weeks. January
See you
8th.
next year.
Bye now.
Ah,
See ya.
now you can touch that dial.
After all that, party heads northwards, leaving behind a better town? Maybe. Maybe too soon to say. But leaving Boras with them, the collective, through the eyes of Nile, whispering, waiting, slumbering. For now. That part of the story is yet to be written. The next chapter brings us across a landscape frozen in bloodshed and ice. Capital of the Ryerson forces, Bashir. Home to a mainly Orcish population, save for a notable figure. Someone we've seen painted on the bricks of Flintgate. Thorn and Kuno's mother awaits them. Whatever happens afterwards, left to be written.